Hey guys! Let me quickly get things open so that I can... Probably should have done this before I started live streaming, but here we are. Whoa, voice crack. Let's see. Studio. Hey guys. Hey Octawave. Hey Luke. Hey Eric. Hey Portugal player. Hey Charvion. The heck happened there? Oh. Okay. Okay, so you guys' chat's popping up there. Good. Chat's working. Give me a second, or a few seconds to work things out. Hey guys, hey JJ. Guys, I'm nearly at 1,500 subscribers. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy that I'm nearly at 1,500. Right now I'm at 1,493. Absolutely crazy. Thank you guys so much for your support. Let me know if everything's good, if audio's good. Okay, so I'm gonna quickly change. Okay, I can echo these. What was I gonna do? I completely forgot everything I was gonna do. Oh, right. Streamlabs. Yeah. So how you guys doing today? How's everyone doing today? Trying to remake Super Mario 64. You look mad? No, I'm just tired. You about the people trying to make I heard about it a while ago. I mean, do you mean the project that Nintendo shut down, or are you talking about something completely new and completely different? So I'm gonna have chat. Where is it? Oh, okay, I've always shown it. Okay, so yeah, okay. What is the main cast of characters you think should be in Mario Party? I won't go too much into that because I did a whole video talking about what I think they should do for Super Mario Party Ultimate, and I included characters. So if you want to know, I'd say go watch that video. Today we're just gonna be talking more about like Mario Party. Like we're gonna look at different Mario Party games and like their boards and everything, and and what they could do, or like how they can at least make Super Mario Party 2 better, even if they weren't going to do an ultimate version. What the older games boards had that Super Mario Party just didn't. So you said it to me. Okay, have you seen the fictional character? Have you seen the fictional character? Presuming and had a crush on them? No, not that I could think of at least. I'll have to open it up on my computer because it would take me away from the chat on my phone. Hey Noah, welcome to the channel. Probably should turn the volume up in case I get a notification if one of you subscribes or donates or whatever. My God, you are a terrible content creator. Thanks. I don't know how I'm supposed to respond to that. You should consider leaving YouTube. Oh, you're one of those people. Okay, I see how it is. Well, thankfully, since I'm in charge, I'm in control, I'm going to put you in timeout. There you go. There you go. Like, I don't know what you want me to do there. Like, if you're going to be a troll, then troll. I don't care. I disagree with Pauline, Rosalina, EGAT, unlockable. I think they should be main characters. I just think they should be unlockable because they're like most of them are new, and I think like mostly the newer characters should be unlockable. Maybe one new character playable, but I don't know. Like you want to strive to get those new players, so that's why. Because if let's say we had Toadette, Rosalina, Birdo and Drybone unlockable. Unless you really, really like those characters, you might not be incentivized to get them. So if they're completely new characters that are unlockable, might incentivize you guys to, push. Mario Party 6 HD for Switch. Oh, I wish. I wish. All right, I'm gonna. Let's see here. Oh, okay, how are we gonna do this? I guess go to YouTube and pull up Let's Plays Mario Party and look at the boards. I mean, let's see. Let's see. Mario Party 6. We'll do this video. Okay. Let's just think to turn. I just think that's just chance times like such like a notorious thing for Mario Party. I think it should return like as a space, like maybe 1 or 2 spaces on the board that are chance time. I think that unlockable characters should be characters like King Boo, Boom Boom, and Pom Pom, for example. Boom Boom and Pom Pom. To me, they're both. I mean, maybe people care about Boom Boom and Pom Pom. When we saw the new characters for Super Mario Party, like Monty Mole was really, really cool. But I didn't see anyone hype about Pom Pom. That's why I didn't include her. Granted, I didn't include Monty Mole either, but who's really going to go through the effort to unlock Boom Boom and Pom Pom? I mean, unless it was like Super Mario Party's method of unlocking things, which I really wasn't a huge fan of. Like, for the most part, it's always been buying the characters in the store. Or in Mario Party 8's case, you unlock them through the story mode. And in Super Mario Party's case, it was like different for each character. Oh, you mean that? Reversal of Fortune? No, that's something else. But yeah, I know what you mean. I think that's going to be inevitable. That's a part of every Mario Party. Even Super Mario Party has it, so. I think they should be main characters. I mean, I guess everyone has their opinions, but I've never personally heard people rave about Boom Boom Pom Pom. But, I think, like, maybe just Boom Boom or just Pom Pom. I think it's just like, it would be like a Metal Mario situation. Like, I mean, it's like, to me, they both, in my eyes, are the same character because of how minor their roles are. But then again, you can say the same about Yoshi and Birdo. No, not really. Birdo's more prevalent. I don't know how to explain it. How did I spell that wrong? Jesus Christ. Okay. So I guess that's that. Okay, so I'm gonna compare Mario Party games here. I'm gonna switch to a different view in a second where I'm gonna compare particularly boards. That's what the stream's mainly gonna be about, is the boards. Because playable characters, I think that they can handle. Like, that's an easy thing. I mean, they really, they did okay with Super Mario Party. They did pretty good with playable characters. So I'm not really concerned about playable characters. Listing Pauline for me and Mario really everyone intended to be down for. Yeah, Pauline's a character that definitely, if she was in Mario Party, yeah, awesome. Like, I think they are too important together. Also, Boom Boom was really different from Pom Pom in terms of abilities. Well, I mean, yeah, but just because their abilities are different doesn't mean they're not the same character. I mean, they function differently, but they're kind of the same thing, right? Mini boss, Super Mario 3D World, except Boom Boom. What does he do? Boom Boom like twirls and jumps, whatever, and then she throws boomerangs or whatever. I think they did poorly with playable characters in Super Mario Party. I think they did a pretty good job. And that's coming from someone who always complains about Super Mario Party. Like, hold on, let me switch views here. Okay. Let me first of all change this to theater mode. I did not hit play. Ow, that was loud. Okay, was not expecting that to be loud. Okay. You guys probably didn't hear that because the headphones are on. I'm not gonna be like playing any of these videos like to extent or anything like that. Oh, that's a wrong. Sorry, that was a wrong. That's the wrong. There we go. Wait, no, wait, hold on. Wait, that's not ready either. Oh, that's because. Hold on. Hold on. Sorry, guys. I just kind of... Whoops. Um, don't mind my lack of preparedness. I thought this is already. Um, so yeah. So here we have this. Hold on, let me see. Mercury Air Ride City Trial. I haven't played it in a while, so maybe if I go back and play it again sometime, um, I'll talk about it maybe. 3D World for Switch. I don't think they're gonna do that at this point. I mean, they could for like maybe January, February, kind of like what they did with New Super Mario Brothers U. But I don't know. I think now would be a really weird time for Mario 3D World because Super Mario Maker just came out with the mode. But then again, that could also be reason for why they would do it. So I don't know. And Toadsworth. I can agree with Pauline, Egad, King Boo. I can agree with that, but with what they had, like, hold on, I think yeah, this is Super Mario Party video. Let me go here. Okay, so yeah, these are all the playable characters. I mean, yeah, they're missing some big ones. Like Birdo is also like a necessity for me, but they got a lot of the main ones. I mean, as much as I want Egad and King Boo to be in there, they are very niche as well. Maybe not as much as Boom Boom Pom Pom, but they're also pretty niche. Like, and that's coming from a Luigi's Mansion fan. So Toadsworth too, actually. Though Toadsworth would have been a good replacement for Toad and Toadette. So we need Pauline Egad and more things. I agree. How old is this channel? Bird's not necessary for me. She is for me. He, she, it. I don't know, but they are for me. My channel is approaching 7 years old. Channel's pretty old. Old. Yeah, I said ode, but I meant old. You know what I meant. Can someone put the link to the live stream? Actually, no, I'll do it because I think I might be the only one that's able to add everyone or at everyone. Oh, look, I got a dislike. I wonder who that's from. See announcements. Live at everyone. Then I'll put the link. There we go. Votes were unnecessary for me. I guess it's all just a matter. Well, I think it's also a matter, yeah, of personal preference. Like, you probably personally don't like Monty Mole, Dry Bones. Who else? Hammer Bro? Hammer Bro. I think they were all necessary. Well, at least Hammer Bro and Dry Bones were, because they were in Mario Party games before. If you want, like, I mean, I think the whole point is that they're trying to, like, if you want to make a sequential series, like, continuing Mario Party, you have to include the characters that you've had before. Hammer Bro is one thing because he was in one game, but Dry Bones was in two, so you've kind of, like, made him integrate into the game a little bit. So, you know, Monty Mole, whatever. Monty Mole, I never play as Monty Mole, but he's an alright addition. I mean, I don't care if he's, you know, that he's here or not. I don't care. But I think Hammer Bro, and Dry Bones were kind of important. But show Egad some love. I agree. So let's get on to my main problem with these new Mario Party games, particularly Super Mario Party. Actually, let me go back to where it's the overview shot of the board. Come on. Link in Mario Party? What? I love Monty Mole, Dry Bones, Amber. I think they're just unnecessary compared to Pauline, Egad, King Boo. Yeah, I can agree with that. It's like I said, they were in Mario Party before, so it makes sense to have them there. All right, come on. We know how Mario Party works. Why do we need that? Oh my God! Please, just please. Oh, there we go. Jesus bloody. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, let's look at this. All right, I thought there was like an opening cutscene where it like went up on the board as a whole, but whatever. We'll look at this. Welcome back, Charvion. But yeah, this board to me is just so drab and uninspired. Like it looks so dull because look how much gray there is. And I get it; it's taking place on stones, and the whole theme is that it's ruins, so it's a lot of stones and stuff. But I think they could have designed this board so much better. In fact, since a lot of you want that EGAD love, I know they were there before, but back then I thought they were unnecessary compared to these three too. I don't know. I mean, I agree that you definitely have more characters like that, but I think their character choices, not horrible. Ow, that's loud. Bugger me. Okay. So look at this board, for instance. Actually, no, I want to show you EGAD's Garage, because that one's more comparable. Come on. I'm trying to find the beginning. Oh, that's our treetop. The board needs to be needs more color. Exactly. Like, hold on, let me try to get EGAD's board up. No, it's taking forever. Oh my dear bloody god, this internet is taking forever. Problem is that this video is so long that it's hard to navigate through it with my mouse. Hence why I'm kind of struggling a little bit here. And it's taking forever to load. There we go. Like, look at this. Oh, there we go. That's a perfect shot. Like, look at this. There's so much personality here that even though you have all that gray, you have some actual color thrown in. Like, it's a garage, it's supposed to be metallic and gray. There's like pumps. And look at this. The EGAD head designed here, this little rocket ship. There's a lot more to this board than just the grayness. Like, if these colors weren't here, if this was all just gray metal, it would look so much more drab. And there's not that much color, admittingly. It is predominantly gray. But it's still not as drab to look at as this is, where it's literally just green and gray, the whole entire thing. It's literally just green and gray. It's supposed to be a fun party game. If you see a dark setting in the game, it's just like less of a fun party game or something. Yeah, like you see, like that's. I mean, I know people are gonna be like, "Oh, ZakPak's game to be darker, not just Luigi's Mansion." Here, bright, colorful. That's what you need. You need the vibrant, upbeat, energy of a Mario Party game. Like, look at how the spaces, like they don't pop out. The spaces, like it kind of all blends and mushes together. The design was fine. See how small the board is. I think the design's horrible. For most of them. A couple boards are passable. This board is not. It's a jungle board. It should feel more like a jungle, But I do agree, the size is awful too. Like, what? So, hold on. Can I, like... Yeah, no, it doesn't really... Oops. Yeah, so... Okay, so actually we get a better look here. Okay, so let's say the star was here, right? Let's see, how many spaces? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go the shortest way possible. I think it's this way. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So 24 spaces, right? And that may not seem like a lot because of how small the dice rolls are, but once you get allies and you use items, I mean, if you have Bowser and you can get a roll of 10, and then let's say you have 3 allies and you get an extra 6 from there, and then you use a golden shroom, which aren't that expensive in this game, and then factor in the cost or the fact that stars are only $10, it would be better if the stars were more expensive. It's only 10 coins in this game. And, I mean, in the Kamek board, it's a little bit different, but... Sorry, I like the setting of the ruins. I mean, I like the setting. The setting is fine. But just how grid... Like, it's supposed to be this natural, like, setting. Like, you look at an environment in a Mario Party board, and it actually looks like you're in that setting. Here, it just looks like you're on a grid with just, like, a local surrounding of... Like, you remember Amiibo Party? Where... It was literally just like a circle board placed on like a table thing and just some like side attractions on the side. That's kind of what this reminds me of, where it's just literally this square board, and then there's like a little bit of something around it. Whereas, let's go back to Egad's Garage. I'm gonna put this in theater mode too. Whereas Egad's Garage, it looks like it's actually taking place in a garage. There's all these mechanical things. There's brick walls with doors. It looks like there's scaffolding or crates and whatever this is. It looks like you're actually in an environment rather than, you're playing in the environment. Whereas here, it's literally just you're on a square. Maybe they can add a board where you travel in a cart and you take a turn. That'd be pretty cool. Things made it feel like a literal board game, which I agree that kind of sucks. Yeah, the whole point of Mario Party is that it's kind of more than just a board game. And also, let's talk about something else here, right? To me, even if it was, even with this design, I think the board, and this applies to every single board in this game, would be so much better if there were more happening spaces. I think this board has 3 types of happening spaces. There's the ones that move the womps. Those count as 1. There's the one that makes the boulder go down. And I think there was one. Where is it? Or no, maybe it's just those 2. No, it's here. The treasure chests. Those are the happening spaces for the boards. The only kind of okay one is the boulder, but even that one's been used before. So the happening spaces on this board are pathetic. Let's head over to Egad's Garage, shall we? All right, let's get it. I do not remember all the happening spaces on this board, but let me try my best. This happening space teleports you to there. That teleports you to there. It's an orb exchange, so you can exchange your orbs. These I think move the treadmills, which sends you down to here. I think one of them. Or is it the daytime nighttime mechanic that makes this rotate? I don't know, but nevertheless, there's still more variety. Like I think this happening space puts you on this rocket ship. Like there's so much more in terms of stuff going on with happening spaces, and the dual spaces starts to cost 20 coins. I agree. 5 event tiles and 10. Yeah, and let's choose a different board. Let's go to Fair Square. I think this one is. That's you guys' garage still. Come on. Okay, there we go. Alright, so now we're at Fair Square. Right? Oh, this one's gonna be fun for me to remember what event space is which. Well, first of all, this one has a unique. Actually, Super Mario Party seems were decently unique. Like the city board, like stars cost different amount of coins each time. Okay, so let's look here. I hate when it does that. For some reason, it likes to skip forward. So I'm being really careful not to. Okay, we good? Okay. So let's see the event spaces here. There actually aren't that many here. There's there's a couple. Let's see. Where is it? I just saw it. This one. This one that sends you on a broom that sends you around the board, and I'm actually also going to count these spaces because there aren't any of these spaces in that game. Let's see. I hate how the duels are mostly just a button mash mini games. I prefer to go to a regular mini game. I think that depends on the game. Like, that depends on the game that you play. Like, Mario Party 8 wasn't that. Mario Party 5 was a lot of button mashing mini games for dual mini games. I don't remember Super Mario Parties. Maybe a New Dog City board each event. Yeah, I can agree with that. But yeah, here, like I said, there's this one where I think it's like a hat game where like your star shuffle around. Here, actually no, here I don't think this was the broomstick one. And I don't even remember what this one is. Then you have this one here, which is like the beanstalk one. Then you have the gambling thing here. So there's a lot more unique themes. Actually, I think this takes you in and can bring you here. Actually, I think that's what that is because those are there's the same thing above the door. But either way, there's so many more unique themes on each board. Let's go to no, this one's next. Why do I not remember the name of this board? Super Mario Party. Oh yeah, I don't. I honestly do not remember how dueling worked in Super Mario Party. I'm gonna be wow, that's a lot of stars. I'm gonna be completely honest. I have no clue how Super Mario Party works because I played it a handful of times, but I just don't remember. And I didn't even unlock all the characters. Like I think I unlocked one, Dry Bones. I think. Um. Yeah, I hate how long this takes to load. I mean, granted, the video is 17 hours long, so I can't really exactly blame the internet. I mean, that's a long freaking video. Oh my God! Stop looking through your stats. I don't even bother with that half the time. Jesus bloody hell. Okay, we get it. You're looking. Oh my God. You good? Are we done here? Jesus bloody hell. I'm sorry about this, guys. Okay, here we go. Oh wow, that's really zoomed in. Um. Well, yeah, that's as zoomed as it gets. Okay, so yeah, so I'm trying to remember all the things about this board. Well, I know this one had a boulder thing just like Super Mario Party's board did, where the snowball up top, it will chase you all around this side of the board. Then you have these spaces here. I think it's this one and this one, where it's you have the ice skating challenge. Here you have the chain chomps to steal each other's stars, and not to mention the DK and Bowser spaces. I kind of missed that mechanic. At least the Bowser spaces. Like, if you want DK to be a playable character, go for it. Like, his space isn't needed, but I think Bowser spaces are needed, personally. I would rather not have Bowser as a playable character. But I think that's an unpopular opinion, actually. I think a lot of people kind of are okay with Bowser being a playable character. I just miss having that Bowser space. Now it's replaced with basically a Kamek space, And there's no fun minigame attached. Like, I always liked the Bowser minigames, to be honest, so. One character unlocked by landing on a certain board event? Maybe. I think they should return it back to, like, the style where it's like a store. To where it's like, you can buy the characters and the music and everything that you want. Because that way, you have a choice of which character you unlock. If you want, like, for example, with the characters I chose, if you want King Boo before you want Pauline, like, if King Boo was the third character you could unlock, or you had to do I think it's just better to have a system where you have a store and you go in and you buy your characters, just like before. Better be a good Mario Party? I hope so. I hope that Mario Party 2 is good. The thing I think I'm thinking about Super Mario Party is character dice and the allies, but I think we have to wait to activate it. What do you mean by that, Portugal? Do you mean the allies, but I also think... Oh, you mean like a way to just not have that, so you can just play traditional style Mario Party without the allies and without the dice? I mean, personally, I think the dice should go back up to 10, and I guess they kind of did that with Super Mario Party, but I mean, 1 through 10, and make the boards bigger. Like, that's just having bigger boards to explore, and when you roll higher numbers, you have a bigger chance to explore the whole board. With Super Mario Party, like, there could be turns in a row where you just roll ones, and you just progress on the board so slowly, so it might take you a while to get to the start, actually, now I'm thinking about it, but that's not because of the fact that the game was designed well. It's because the dice are so low rolling, you barely move, so you're stuck at the same part of the board throughout the whole game. In fact, that's where my problem with these boards come in. I think this is mainly a problem in the Tropical Fruit board. What's it, Fruit Island Paradise, whatever the hell that one's called? I mean that they were a good idea, but in case you don't like the mechanic, you should be able to deactivate it. What I hate is that it's like, okay, hold on, I'm gonna have to go back here. So, what, this one, well, I can't really see. I'm gonna go back to EGAD's garage here, because this one's too zoomed in for me to make a legitimate statement about. Oh, too far, too far. Oh. Shoot, we have to. Okay, So here we are, right? The thing is, with EGADs, or with Mario Party games in general, they usually do go in a circle. That is the thing. You know, they do go in a circle. But there are so many branching paths. Like, there's so many of them to where each time you go around the track, or each time you go around the board, it makes it feel different. Like, each journey around the board isn't just like, oh, let me. I'm having such a hard time describing this. Like here, right? It's literally just, if we'll load, going around like this. Literally it. I mean, you have the branching paths here, but like at the end of the day, you're just going around in a circle here, like in this small little area. Like you're not. Also, can you deactivate the bonus? The bonus stars? I don't think you can. There's not a lot of settings for you to actually, like, for example, I mean, I haven't figured out how to do it, but I don't think you could individually, like, put difficulty settings on characters. Like, you can't say, I want Daisy on hard, Yoshi on medium, and Dry Bones on hard. You know, they all have to be hard, or they all have to be medium, or they all have to be easy. And what's so stupid, hold on, let me go back, actually. So, okay. So, the Super Mario Party, right? Okay, there's the intro here. We don't need to really see that. Oh my god. So, here. So, okay. So, usually, with most Mario Party games, you go into the game, you start it, right? You pick your board, everything, you get ready, then you pick your characters. Or maybe you can pick your characters before the board. I don't know, I think that depends on every Mario Party game. But here's what they do in Super Mario Party, right? They load it up, you pick your character. So, you know, whoever you want to play as, whatever. This person picks Waluigi, okay. So now you have to, you know, instead of going in and now choosing your computer characters, for these slots, you pick them like this. So you pick them based on difficulty. So if you want easy, you can pick Mario, Yoshi, Rosalina. If you want hard, you can pick Peach, Koopa Troopa, and Bowser. And if you want super hard, you pick Daisy, Monty Mole, Goomba. Why can't you just choose the other characters you want to play as in the menu that you just had as open? There were the 3 extra slots there so that you could choose. Why not have it so that you can do that? And when you pick your group, you don't get the option to switch out characters. Like if you want to play hard, but you want Yoshi, you can't. They won't ask you, is there any characters you want to swap out? No, you have to pick the group. Then it will blabber on, then you start in the lobby, then you have to go back, and then it will ask you, do you want to change your character, or do you want to change your difficulty? So, it's like, you're not making it easy for people. You're not making it so that, people can just go in, choose the characters they want to play, and set their difficulty. You're making it so you choose your character, then you have to choose the difficulty, and with that difficulty will come the set characters that are set with that difficulty for whenever you try to play. Then you select your difficulty, then you get into the menu system, but you have to back out so that you can change the characters if you want different characters. So, I don't know why they designed it like that. To me, that's one of the biggest oversights of this game, is that. That's, in my personal opinion, one of the worst things ever. Like, you're making your user interface confusing as heck. And it's like, why? Like, I don't know. And to me, okay, let's go back to Mario Party 6. I don't know if they got any of the menus in. No. So let's open this up. This might load faster because it's a shorter video. Nope. Mario Party 6. Um, I want someone to be in the menu. Oh, here we go. Okay. So, one thing I love about Mario Party games. Why? Come on. Can you get full screen already? Thank you. So, how bright and colorful everything is. Like, look at the story mode. It all takes place in a book. Wow, this is really lagging. Please don't do that to me. Okay. So, you have these cute little pictures. All the characters cut out. It looks great. It looks cute. And then you get to the menu interface. Well, first of all, look at the title screen. Let's look at this title screen for a second and compare it. Come on. To that. This to that. One thing I like Luigi the best same. Actually no. I usually don't play as Luigi in Mario Party very often. But one thing I don't understand is why something I don't like. Nintendo's doing this. I think they've always kind of done it, but for some reason, it's very white. Like it's very clean. Like the whole point of it is supposed to be clean. Like all the white background, which is like the colored stripes, then the white font from Mario Party. Then look at this. You have colorful background, a colorful font to represent the game with all the suns and moons in the text. Honestly, I mean, it's okay. Like it's okay. Like it's not a horrible title screen, but it's just that this one's so much more colorful, so much more bright, so much more vibrant. Like there's so much more character to it. Like you just have simple PNG images stuck around the title screen. Like there's the Mario PNG image that we see. There's just like they're just stuck on the screen wherever they wanted to put them, and then Super Mario Party smack in the middle. But here, they have all the Mario. They have all the characters. Actually, I don't think all the characters, but a lot of the characters here. Actually, they might have all of the characters. They just I don't know. It just to me looks more vibrant. They have of course the lines and shines coming out just like Super Mario Party, but there's more detail here. Like Waluigi being hung by Lakitu and Daisy holding a Red Boo, and then Bowser Jr. or Koopa Kid holding a hammer. And then we have Shy Guy from Catch Me Later, and there's so much more detail. There's all three Koopa Kids. These face off against the story mode. There's just to me a lot more charm in this rather than that, where there's nothing to really look at. What you look at is what there is, right? You look at this and you see all the little details, like the letters and Shy Guy from Catch Me Later, Luigi on a chain chomp, Waluigi hung from Lakitu. There's little details, little things to look at. It's not one of those things that's obviously necessary, but it shows how much attention to detail they put into the game. Here, you see the 5 PNG images that they put up, and the title. There's not much to it. They're dancing. They're in a raft. There's no little cute details. And hold on. Also, have you noticed that the item basically has business to I want the latest on what you interact with the characters. Wait, also have you noticed that the items basically either boost you or steal coins? Yeah, I know that. I want items like in Mario Party where you can place them on the board and yeah, that's what Mario Parties 5, 6, and 7 introduced. Well, I mean 5 introduced it technically. But having orbs or items that you place on the board and that cost something. That's something I mentioned in my video. Hey, I was in your Luigi's Mansion stream. Hey, welcome back, Harrison. But yeah, it's just one of those things where it's like, I mean, the board I want to pull up here is, for some reason, it's not showing me a good preview. It's literally just showing me this scene. Okay, that's the bomb board, so we should be able to get to the tropical board, right? I would think. Oh, that's story mode. Yeah, I don't know. It's literally just showing me this. Okay, here we go. Okay. Did you river survivor here? What is he doing? He's just hopping around. Oh, okay, this is turn 1. Okay. I forgot how long these videos are. Okay, so... Oops. Oops. Okay. Wow, that took a while. Okay, so let's go to the tropical. Oh, this is just Tower Treetop. Whoops, I should probably go back to that. That's fair square. Let me go back. Okay, where's Castaway Bay? That's Clockwork Castle, so it must be here. Okay. Jeez, this is taking a sweet amount of time to... There we go. And... oh, that's back to... Sorry about this, guys. It's just hard because it's a 17.5-hour long video. Like how the items work in 5, 6, and 7. The most used items can be used in DS. What's the difference between the items in DS and Mario Party 5, 6, and 7? If I can ask. Because to me, they basically just, to me, seem the same. Different items, but they all work the same. Okay. So this is the tropical board from Mario Party 6. And this is the tropical board from Super Mario Party. Obviously, the thing that looks better here is the water. Like, the water on this board looks beautiful. Obviously, this is GameCube technology, so it doesn't really compare. So, like, this is just... Oh, I mean, first of all, really, what? Most of the happening spaces are devoted to the pipes. Then you have this one, which is for that. I think that lights up 2 candles, and then you get a star. Like, you have to hit that twice to get a star. Okay, whatever. This, like, you choose a box. Oh, did someone subscribe to me? I heard the bleep of a subscribe. It's got to show up my phone for me to be able to read it. Thank you. Pretty original name, pretty original last name. Thank you for subscribing. Why is there a lack in board games and mini games? Why couldn't Nintendo just combine a few mini games for each game? Not better in terms of small. All right, yeah. Like to me, this is pathetic. It's grid based. It doesn't look like it's just. There's nothing here, and when this bridge breaks, God, if you are on one of these 2 islands, God rest your soul. You gotta make sure to get the dice block where you can customly roll it. You gotta... I think that Super Mario Party is kind of bad, but considering how bad 9 and 10 was, I kind of like how it... Yeah, I agree. I agree that this is definitely way better than Mario Party's 9 and 10. Like, that's like saying that, like, toilet water is not as bad as sewer water, but it's not as bad as fresh tap water. Well, fresh bottled water, I'll say. But you gotta remember, when has Nintendo really ever been one to listen to criticism? Take Paper Mario, for instance. Not much has happened with that game. And, take Mario Party, for instance. It took them this long. Mario Party 9 came out in 2011 or 12. It was actually, I think it's 2011. But it took them 7 years to somewhat bring it back to the right way. I mean, 7 years. I don't know. So, yeah, again with the segmenting of the boards, when this bridge breaks, like, let's say this bridge breaks and you're over here, and there's a star over here, oh my lord. Like, actually, no, if you're over here and there's a star over here, you gotta get onto the space with the warp pipe, warp on over there, then work your way back over here, then hop in that warp pipe, and then by the time you're over here, this star's probably gone. And you know what's going to happen when you're over here? It's probably going to end up back over here. So it's like, and I get it. There are items like what is it? There's like a warp pipe item or something like that. That could bring you to another player or whatever. But what I'm saying is that the boards should naturally flow. You shouldn't have to hop from pipe to pipe to pipe. Like this is, and I get it. Like the bigger Mario Party board sometimes hard to get in certain areas, but it's at least possible. Trying to get yourself from this island to land perfectly on these happening spaces twice is less likely to happen. Like even if you have a custom dice roll, I think like let's say you stop at this store and you get yourself a custom dice roll. Great. Well, that goes till 6, right? Well, let's say you land here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can't do it now. You have to wait till the next turn. So you go on, then you use your custom dice block, land here, then you're sent here. That's 2 turns wasted. So now you got to get over here with your low dice roll. Let's say you don't have any allies, and you can, let's say your dice roll, let's say it gets you a 4 if you're Yoshi. So it'll take you like what? Well, first of all, you'll be sent back to the beginning if you land there. Like, it's awful. This board is designed horribly. You still alive? Yes, I am. Bring back the Flutter Orb. I agree. I just hate how small and linear this board looks. The visuals on this board for me are good. I don't think so. I mean, to me, it just like doesn't compare to like how obviously we gotta take into consideration that this is a GameCube game, and that's a Switch game. So obviously this is gonna visually look better. But you can't tell me that for a tropical board, you would rather play on fruits that barely resemble, like, I mean, they resemble the fruits, but it's like, A, why are they fruits? And the island is so blocky. Like, it's like a game of Minecraft. It's like you're playing on a Minecraft board. So it's like, who do you have a crush on? No one. So, yeah, I think this stuff is really cool. Like, the designs on the beach here. But then when you look here, you have this rocky area with a waterfall. You have this island and this kind of jungle-themed island. You have the dock and the pier. You have the boats that circle around. There's all the happening spaces that actually make things happen on the board, where you hit these and then the boats turn. And then, I forget what this one does, because I don't even know if I've ever landed on it. Then there's this one. No, not this one. There's this, where you can take the raft on down. There's this one that actually also does that. There's that where I think it's like something you shake the trees. I don't remember, but there's so much more going on with the board, and I just think from a design standpoint, it's much better. Like, yeah, this board's linear. Like, it's definitely not as open choice as the other boards. But then again, it's still a big circle, like all of them are. But you have the branching paths take you different directions. And you all know the stars at the end of the board. But the unique gimmick to this one is just obviously also Bowser. So someone has to get Bowser unless you land on one of those question spaces. So it's really difficult when these boards have nothing to them. There's no life to these boards. The point of this board is, like, the whole point, the happening spaces are related to the pipes. Basically it. You have this where you can ignite the sparklers. And this where you can choose a box to open and you get a gift. But other than that, there's not much here. But then here, there's way more substance to the board. Like, I think this is like a Boo house. So, you can steal Boo. I think, actually, Super Mario Party might have a Lakitu space, right? Aren't there usually Lakitu spaces on the boards? Maybe not this one. Let's see. You're not comparing one? Okay. Oh, okay. You're just saying that if it looked good. Okay. I thought you were... Okay, sorry. I apologize there. Mario Party 6, 3, 2, and DS are my favorite. Those are... Actually, I like those choices. I respect those choices. Zach, where can I post my ZakPak Thanos fan art? I don't know. Of course, I'd rather play the Mario Party 6 board. Yeah. I don't know. Like, they really need to focus on... I don't know. Like, if they don't design... Hold on a second. Okay. Like, hold on. Let me go to... I can't... There's no pre... Hold on, I'm going to refresh this. Let me go to Kamek's Tantalizing Tower for a second here. Well, actually, hold on. Let me also say, Yeah, I don't know why it won't let me see a preview past this. Let me go to 4 hours. Oh, that's a minigame mode. Okay. God, I hate that there's no preview thing here. It's kind of irking me a bit. Okay, here we go. Zach is Thanos. Um, you could share it on like Instagram or Twitter. Um, God, how much are they going to show off this board? Like, Jesus Christ. All right, let's look at it from this, because I already know it's going to be a pain in the butt to try and get into an next. Okay, so look how small this board is. I think this board is inexcusably small. You want to know why? Look how spread out these spaces are. Like, those ones are close together. Those ones are okay. But look how spread apart these are. And it's so inconsistent. Like, these two, what? It's 1, 2.5. This is 1, 2, 3. Like, you know, and that's 1, 2, 3. So it's so inconsistent. Like, on the good Mario Party game, it should fix the franchise. I would hope so. Yeah. Do you have ancient? I don't know. But yeah, this board to me, it's like pathetic. Like, I think this is the best designed board. Like, this one looks cool. I like it. I like its design, like visually. But the design of the board itself, like, first of all, there should be way more spaces in the spots where there's no spaces at all. Also, I think there should be another segment. Like, there should be another level. Because, what is it? I think I've counted before. I think it was like 18 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I don't know if there's a space behind it, but I'll say so. 14, 15, 16. So not even 18 spaces. It was like 16, 17 spaces. So, yeah, not great. If you have Bowser, like, that's where the dice is, the character dice is. That's where that can also get tricky. Yoshi can only roll a maximum, without any items, he can roll a maximum of 4. Bowser can roll a maximum of 10. So Bowser can get there in 2 turns, but Yoshi can get there in 4 turns. Again, without any items, but it makes it uneven. So now you're like, well, I love Yoshi. I love to play as Yoshi. But on this board, when I'm racing to the top, and if the star is only 5 coins, I mean, why would I pick Yoshi? His dice block's horrible for this kind of board. The minigames that can kill them? Yes, the minigames in this game are good. That's why I'm not talking about them, because I've always thought the minigames, for the most part, have been consistently good. I think Mario Party 5 had decently weak minigames in areas, but other than that, I think minigames have always kind of been a strong suit. Never personally had any issue with the minigames. Do some ASMR right now? No. Hold on a second. But yeah. But yeah, I just think, I don't know, like, this board, this is the most promising board of the lot. Like, it's designed pretty cool. Like, it feels like it's on an actual rooftop of a skyscraper. Like, you see the city in the background. Like, it's not just in an enclosed, like, non-realistic looking space. Like, there's buildings around. Like, this actually looks really cool visually. But conceptually, how this board works, it's way too small. Like, it just is. I don't know how else to word it. Like, this board is not great. Who was your first cartoon crush? I did not have one. But the thing is also, like, I mean, first of all, there's only 4 boards here, right? You know, there's the Womp one, the Babam one, the Tropical one, whatever that was called, Mega Fruit Paradise, and then this one. And just no content. The boards are small. There's only 4 of them. Content was lacking. You know, yeah, horrible. Um, so, and another thing, I think they should bring the car back as a side mode. Maybe probably go with 9 and 10. Like it, even though I hate the car. Could be a side mode, but I think that's what the river survival thing was trying to accomplish. But yeah, I think the river survival mode was trying to accomplish that. But even if it didn't, I mean, they could, as long as that wasn't the main focus. That's where this game, I think, personally really failed, is because it didn't seem like the main focus of this game was the Mario Party mode. It seemed like the main focus was this co-op party mode, or co-op, was it? Partner party. That's what it was called. That was their main focus, hence why the boards were designed like a grid. You know, like, partner party seemed like the idea that they had first, you know, and they were like, oh shoot, we need to make it appeal to those Mario Party fans as well who want traditional Mario Party. So let's take that same exact board, grid and all, and just plop some spaces down on it and add a few little oddities to the board. That's what I'm feeling from this. The river had nothing to do with the car, in my opinion. I mean, yeah, it was different, but I felt like it was the same thing. Like, you were all kind of together. Even though I guess you weren't working together, but I mean, if you want to bring the car back, sure. But like I said, as a complete side mode, don't make that the main focus of your game. But then also, that'd probably strip away the content that they would actually give to the Mario Party mode. Because they'd probably say, oh, we'll give 3 boards to the car party mode, whatever they want to call it. So we're only going to give 3 boards to the Mario Party mode. They should just focus on one thing. That's where this game, in my opinion, also fell. There was a lot of modes, but none of them were deep. They were all so shallow. Like, I in a video game? Sure, tell me. But yeah, but each mode was so shallow in this game. You would play it for like 15 minutes and be done with it. River Survival mode, I think I played once. I didn't even like it that much. The rhythm mode was really, really cool, but I played all the mini games in one go. You know, I don't really have any reason to go back to that mode again. Toad's Rec Room, first of all, you need a whole other Switch for that. And second, I don't know anyone else who'd want to play that with me. You know, so that mode's already restrictive enough. The story mode's, I guess, alright, but just a minigame gauntlet. There's nothing really unique to it. It's not like Mario Party 6 where they had unique boards, or Mario Party 8 where they had you know, competing in board games and fighting for the title. You know, it's just lots of minigames. That is awful. I hope they try to make Mario Party co-op. I'm trying to make Mario Party co-op for the. There should be a side focus. Yeah. Wait. Oh, I hope they stop trying to make Mario Party cooperative. Yeah. You know, like, the whole point of Mario Party is it's the game it's the game that ruins friendships. That's the whole joke of the game, because it's that kind of game where, like, you always add each other. It's kind of like Mario Kart in a way. Like, imagine if Mario Kart, they added a new mode that took up most of the game, where it's like, oh, you guys weren't racing against each other. You guys were all working together. You want to make sure everyone finished. And I guess there is that with the red team and blue team thing in Mario Kart, but that's a side mode. That's a small thing that they have to the game that doesn't take away from the main game. Cheesy from Delta Room? Alright. Fair enough. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. Like, to me, it's just ridiculous. But I mean, maybe I'm just such a fanboy of the original Mario Party games, but to me, these just don't compare. Like, look at this board and compare it to Neon Heights from Mario Party 7. In fact, let me do that. Neon Heights, Mario Party 7. Yeah, look at this. Like, it's very much like Super Mario Party, where it's on the skyscraper. You see the city in the background, but oh my god, like look at this board. There's all these. I get it. That's the theme of this board, neon lights. But there's so much here. It encompasses what makes a city a city. You got the Hollywood section over here. You got the baseball section over here. You got the Science Center. You got the Mario Statue of Liberty. This board is just, in my opinion, much better designed. Even though it's kind of linear, the way they just go around this way, there's branching paths. You can, for example, right? You can go this way, right? And you can go, right when you're here, you can go up and around, and this is the only way, I believe, right? Or can you go this way here? I don't remember. No, you can't. You have to go this way. So yeah, if you go up, then you get access to over here, and then you can go back this way. If you go this way, you only, or I'm trying to really remember this board. Oh my god, yeah, because I believe you go down this way, and then you come down here, and you can choose to either go down here or this way. So it each way it makes the board unique. Looking down for a minute because I was on my phone. I was looking at a message my friend sent me. What are your thoughts on Mario Party DS? I think it's a fun game. To me, I wasn't a huge fan of the mini games. It's not that they were bad or anything. It's just that they were very basic, I guess. Like with the cucumber slicing one, is really just doing this a bunch, and then even my favorite ones, what was it, Night Light Boogie, or the one where they're on the billboard and they're all dancing, is really just hit a button like left or right. There wasn't many fun, upbeat, and I don't think that's a fault of the game, because obviously it's a DS game, but this is amazing. You are really making like mediocre, especially for a Switch game. Yeah, I get this board isn't, or this video isn't the best quality, so it's not the best example. But, and also, like I said, keep in mind this is a GameCube game. Mario Party 7 was released in 2005. So this was something from 2005. And that's 2018. This doesn't look bad. I'll be completely honest. This looks okay, But when you compare it to that, I'm sorry. It's much more extravagant. All the bright lights, the uniqueness of the board, and the happening spaces. Like I said, hold on. How many happening spaces are there here? This one actually has a few, from what I remember. So it's at least a little more acceptable. Yeah, you have the happening spaces here that have Chain Chomp attack you. You have this one that changes the price of the star. You have this one. I don't remember what this one does, or this one. I want to say these ones move your position. Like, you move to a different space because of these. But I don't remember what exactly the context of those were. But even with those events, they are pretty basic. Changing the price of the star. Having a Chain Chomp come after you with no real context. The gate just lowers. And then moving your space. Whereas, let's go to Neon Heights, where there's a perfect example of amazing happening spaces, happening stuff here. Here, you get to shoot Koopa Kids, for a movie. They have a Shy Guy as a director, and you get a gun, and you get a bunch of coins if you shoot enough Koopa Kids, and you don't shoot the Toadsworths. And then over here, there's baseball. You swing, you play baseball. It's self-explanatory. What else? Here, I don't even know. I think this one's probably like a slot machine of some sort. I don't even know what all of the happening spaces do, because I don't land on them half the time. I think that, obviously there's the rocket shit up here. I said rocket shit. Wow. Rocket ship up here. And there's just so much more going on these boards than in Super Mario Party. There just is. Fact of the matter. I grew up, my phone. I grew up with Mario Party DS, so I mostly love them. I think that the photos, minigames, was amazing on DS. I don't even remember that one. Oh, is it the one where they were in the maze? And that one was actually pretty cool. I'll give that game that. That minigame was cool. My favorite Mario Party minigame was the ninth one. Interesting choice. Kamek Tantalizing Towser is awful in my opinion. How small it is. Yes, I agree. This board is way too small. I just think that it's the best thematically. You see the city in the background. There's all the golden, buildings around. This is definitely the best board when it comes to visual design. in my personal opinion, but way too small. Like I said, both of these platforms I think should be wider and thicker here, like this way and this way, both of them, and there should be a third level. Like the whole point is that you can get to the is for you to get to the from the bottom to the top. You know, like that's the challenge. You got to go from start to finish. Really not that hard. Like I said, 16 spaces, 16, 17 spaces. Portrait Player's the only one talking about Mario Party? No, he's not. Shadowface mentioned it. You know, people who were here earlier were mentioning it, like Stratos was mentioning it. But yeah, because he truly, that's why we're here. We're talking about Mario Party. Visually, it looks amazing, but besides that, I hate the board. I agree with that. Let me get the one other board we haven't talked about. Right, those are the co-op ones. Story mode. Oh my god, I hate how it's not showing me the freaking preview. That's the city board. There we go. Okay, this board. This board is my second favorite. No, why'd it go there? Hey there, Red Koopa. How are ya? What is this guy doing? Like, I thought he was literally just at the. Here we go. Oh, that's the partner party version. Oh, yuck. Actually, this actually might work out well. This actually might work out. All right. So I think this one's definitely second place for design because, like, this actually is a background. It does look like you're in a cave. But one thing that Tantalizing Tower has over this is, like I said, it literally is just like another square in a place. Like, I'm not even going to try and find Tantalizing Tower again, but it looks like it's actually on the rooftop of a building. And this one kind of looks like it's in a cave, right? You have all these things here, but it's literally just a square in that location. It should be where you're climbing on the stones. You're climbing in, like, you're in the environment. Like, that's where the spaces are, in this environment, not on a square board thing. What about Lax Crip's opinion? I don't care about his opinion personally. I hate how they made Toad and Toadette the host. Think they have to be playable. I agree. They are, in my opinion, necessary characters. Like, they are characters that are necessary. Like, there's no Mario. Like, in my opinion, at this point, that they just should have been in. There's no excuse for them not to have been in. Like, they stopped creating unique hosts, and I hate that. Like, they don't take the time to actually create unique and interesting characters. Ballyhoo from Mario Party 8, for instance, was a really interesting character. Brighton and Twyla. We have the Star Spirits. We have Tumble. There were so many interesting hosts in Mario Party's past, and now they just give that job to Toad and Toadette, and just awful. But yeah, this board, there's not much events happening here either. Now, obviously, like, there's not much because this is the partner party mode. But like I said also earlier, that might be in a good nuke to join. Peach should stay out. Anything that's like a duplicate should stay out. Toad and Toadette is different because Toadette is literally the female version of Toad. But Peachette is visually just Peach, but with a different hat. Like a little tiny little difference. I don't know. Peachette should just not be a playable character in Mario Party, but that's my own personal opinion. But where was I going? Yeah, but like I said, it just seems like they designed these first. The partner party boards first. Right? And then they were like, screw it. We'll take these, the spaces off of here. So we have a blank slate. And we'll just add spaces around the board. I think this board is the least offensive when it comes to size. Because there are kind of branching paths. There are different directions you can go. You can go this way. You can go that way. You know, there are different ways you can go. But it is still kind of small, especially because like a lot of the stars for some reason are either in here or up here. At least every time I played, they were always in this general area. So I always just found myself going around here in circles and just like coming around here and going back around here. I almost never wanted to go down here, especially because I think over here there was a bunch of unlucky spaces and that kind of stuff. I just I want them playable. I want them as hosts. I don't know. I just missed the unique hosts that they used to have. I think that Peachette and Luigi might be similar, but if they could work, maybe they would be good unlockable characters. Luigi, like I like Luigi, but I don't think like he's not individualistic enough. Like there's not many traits to Luigi. Like that's why I'm okay. Like that's why I said Boom Boom and Pom Pom don't need to be both in there together. Because in my opinion, there's not much difference in personality between them. But that's a personal thing. Same with Luigi and Luigi. You know, Luigi's definitely a lot different than Luigi, but he's visualistically the same as Luigi. He looks the same as Luigi. King Boo is different because King Boo is a completely different character as a whole, as long as they design him as such. You know, same with Toad and Toadette and Toadsworth. They're all different characters in their own right. So those characters are one thing. But once you have like Peach and Peachette, Mario and Metal Mario, Bowser and Dry Bowser, those characters are literally just clones of the ones that are already out there. Never liked the unique host. It's all a matter of personal opinion. I mean, I'm not going to say you're horrible for not liking the host. I mean, everyone's entitled to their own opinion, right? So, I mean, I might end this live stream shortly. I've been stressing out at school a lot with papers and stuff. So I'll probably talk about a few more points, and then I'll call it quits for tonight. Especially because you're, like, the only one here. But I can't really think of many other points to touch on. I mean, happening spaces and happening events. I mean, not just the question mark spaces, but, like, you know, these ones where it's like you don't have to land on it. You just pass it and you get to do something. Like Super Mario Party had like none of those. Like literally none unless you were getting an item or doing something like that. There was never any opportunity to have a fun board event where like if you walk past something, you do something. It's always that you have to land on something for that to happen. Unfortunately, I love this topic. I know, but no one's here. I'm personally tired as heck. I stayed up very late last night finishing a 6-page report on Chinese history. It's not very fun, but I'm glad you're enjoying it at least. Subscriber die. Read the day-night cycle. What themes do you think the board should have? Well, first of all, I do agree that we should. Well, I don't think we need the day and night cycle. As much as I love Mario Party 6, I do love the day and night cycle. It made the board like change at night, and that was one of my favorite aspects, having the board be completely different every 3 turns. But if you know, it's something that I'd love for it to come back, but I don't think it's a necessity. What themes do you think the board should have? More unique themes. Like, let's look at Super Mario Party again, right? I think the most unique themed board is Kamek's Tantalizing Tower. That's the most unique themed one out there. Domino Ruins is just a jungle theme. Mega Fruit Paradise is a tropical theme. And then Babam, whatever, is a lava theme. You know, there needs to be more unique boards, uniquely themed boards. Because this is where I think Mario Party 9 and 10 really lacked. I feel like it wouldn't have been as bad. To me, it felt like the boards in Mario Party 9 and 10 were the same. Because it was what? Grassland, Tropical, Desert, Bowser, Haunted House, the typical New Super Mario Bros. Fare. You know, this board isn't based on anything like that. It's just a cool, neon, fancy city board. Then you go to, what is it? What am I trying to think of? Like Egad's Garage. So that's Mario Party 6. like EGAD's garage that is a garage. Like it's a garage based on EGAD. You have more GAD devices, GAD inventions. Like I think he even has special names for a lot of these devices. Like it feels unique, it feels fresh. Like even though a mechanical theme might not in itself be unique, an EGAD themed garage where you're using EGAD inventions to interact with the board and mess with other players, that's definitely more unique. The game seems to be nighttime too. Yeah, the mini games, yeah, they changed as well, and not just visually, but they also function differently too, which I thought was really really cool. Um, I don't know what you meant by that. How far from 1500? I'm at 1493. No, 1494, I think, because someone subscribed during the stream. So I want to say 14. Yeah, 1494. Really good music as well. Oh my god, Towering Treetop. Like I know that one's not a very. Well, let me pull up Towering Treetop because that's actually my favorite board of all time. Like there's nothing unique about this board. Literally nothing. Like it's a kind of grassy themed board. But what makes this board is just the uniqueness of the theme of the board. Like the tree, the whole point of it is that the tree is a character. He is an actual character. If you land, like let's say this happening space, you have to help him sneeze. And that helps, that'll knock characters. Let's say you'll knock them from this space here to this space here. Or even better, if the star is here and they're here, it could knock them from here to here, and then they can't get the star. So it's all about strategic, it could be strategy. Like, someone could be on this space, use a slow-go mushroom, or whatever it's called in this game, or a sluggish room, whatever, and be like, oh, I think it's a 1, 2, and then like a blue space here, so 3, 4, 5. So they're like, oh, I need a 5. So then they get the 5, and then they knock the player off. So the boards in themselves were interactive. You could interact with the boards, and it made an impact. Not to mention, like I said, the happening spaces. Here, you get attacked by bees. Here, you help the tree sneeze. Here, you get to ride a fluff and fly away. There are other happening spaces, like at the top. There's a tree that if you land on it during the night, he gets angry and he attacks you. So, really, the board has a... Wow, okay, now all the people are coming to visit. But yeah. What if Pom Pom, Luigi, Koopa were character swaps? That'd be cool. If they were like alternate costumes for certain characters, yeah, I could be down for that. Yeah. ZakPak here to make my Wednesday work morning a lot more entertaining. Well, I gotta keep streaming. I was actually gonna stop because it seemed like not many people were gonna come, but alas, people are here. So hi guys. So you're lucky, Portugal. I'm probably gonna stick around for a bit. I would love a computer circuit board with a virus invading the area. That'd be cool. Mustache Cactus. I like that name. One of the only good things about Mario Party is that we find out of the car. I'm presuming you're talking about Super Mario Party. I'm gonna close that. What was it? Find out of the car. If you like the car, then no offense, but I really, really dislike the car. I think there's someone here who liked the car aspect. I'm actually gonna get a drink. Ooh, making me happy. Yeah, that's something we were talking about earlier. Is I think the car mode would be okay as its own separate mode. I'll go over this point again because it is kind of important. One of the main flaws in Super Mario Party, right? At least in my personal opinion, there were a lot of modes. There really, really were, but none of them were deep. None of them were deep. So I would rather a Mario Party game have less modes, but more replayability to them. So if there were people who like that car party mode, have a mode dedicated to that. Sure, but not a one-off mode like the rhythm mode where you play it once and then you've seen everything, so then you're like, why would I want to play that again? Or Toad's Rec Room, where you're probably not even going to get to play the mode because how many people... I mean, I don't know anyone who played Toad Rec Room with me, you know? I think they need big boards with lots to do on the board. Most importantly, we need a story mode with small rewards. Unlock and play. That's what I was mentioning. Where except like with not Not what Mario Party game does this. 7. I think, yes, 7 does this. I think 6 does this as well. I think one of the main points, actually, let me see if they have it here. No. Where you have like a thing at the end where it's like, I think in this game it was like a star bank or something, right? You earn a certain amount of stars after you play a game. Like, I think what it does is it takes the amount of stars that each player has and also configures in coins, and it gives you that from party mode, and then minigame mode, I think it's how many minigames you win or whatever the case is. And there should be a store, so you can choose what characters you want to unlock. You know, maybe be able to switch music in the boards, right? Like Smash Brothers has, where they're like, you know, where you can, like, let's say there's the Luigi's Mansion stage on Smash Brothers, right? And there's multiple different themes for that. Have different music for the stage. If one person's like, I don't like this music, you can change it. Like, that would be pretty cool, you know, and you use those coins or whatever that you get in by playing the game, use it in the store to buy that music, those extra playable characters, that kind of stuff. And I agree with what you said about the big boards. Where is it? Shoot. Oh, this is a pain in my butt. I'm going to use this board as mostly my example here. This board, way too small. Actually, I might have to use a different... Let me use eGad's Garage, actually. Okay, so I'm going to count the spaces it takes to get from here, so it would be this space to this space. And I'm going to try and choose the shortest possible route, so it's like obviously the shortest number. So let's see, we got 1, 2, 3... Oops, I'm going to make this bigger. Start 20 coins. 10 coins makes it way, especially on the small boards, when you're always coming across a star, and when every single player wins coins in minigames, it should not be 10 coins. Unless it's the board where it's like Koopa's Kamek's Tantalizing Tower, where the price of the star changes, that's okay. But the general price of a star should be 20 coins. In Koopa's Tantalizing Tower, the highest it would ask for the star is 15, and that was never usually a problem. Because you start off with 10 coins already, and then in minigames, unless you're the last place player in the minigame, everyone gets coins from 2 to 8. So you're always getting coins. So, and people's dice blocks, sometimes you get coins just by hitting the dice block, and then you can get the coins from the space that you've already been on. Hold on, I've missed a lot of comments. Hold on a second, guys. Excuse me. Mario Kart themed board, that would be pretty cool. Like, boards based on different Mario games. A Rainbow Road themed one. I can't think of many Mario Kart themed ones that they should do. I think they should do an iconic board or iconic track, which would be Rainbow Road. So Rainbow Road themed board, a Luigi's Mansion themed board, an Al Delfino themed board, Comet Observatory themed board, a Metro Kingdom themed board, a Donkey Kong Country themed board, a Yoshi's Crafted World themed board, a Luigi's Mansion 3 themed board, whatever, you know? They should have more unique boards, man. Rather than just generic ocean and tropical and, you know, desert and jungle and lava. You know, there should be more unique boards. God dang it. What new spaces would like them to add? Like how they created the ally spaces? I don't think there's anything... I think something actually come back... you actually might like my response to this. From Mario Party DS. I kind of like those... the space where you land on them and you get 5 coins and you get to choose someone to also get 5 coins. Something like that, where it's like, oh, I can help this player out and like avoid helping this player. You know, like that can cause some strategy. But as for new spaces, I got nothing. By the way, guys, if you are new here, make sure to subscribe. Also, check out my Discord in the description down below. Star should cost, 20 coins. Nothing more, nothing less. I agree. Don't like your idea, Mario Party. I'd rather have new but good. I'm not saying that what I'm saying is I'm not saying that this should be the new standard for Mario Party. I'm saying, like, Mario Party needs a refresh. Like, it just needs, like, to go back to its roots and see what made it great in the first place. And the best way to do that is revisiting the older Mario parties. And then from there, that's where your idea can come in, where they build on that. Where the next game, they build their own Ultimate Mario Party. They make the amazing boards. They learn by making like a remake. Like they learn how to create the boards, they learn what made these boards great, and then they use what they learned to then apply it to their sequel. You get what I mean? Hey there, more, Ultimate Gamer YouTube or YT. Do a face reveal. There you go. They should add a Mario Kart board and a special thing getting rid of my Mario Kart. This makes we get the Poltergeist. Yeah, I agree. Like I said, unique theme boards. That would be really, really cool. My biggest hate in Super Mario Party is that the items were always the same in the shop. I came around the shop and the golden pipe grabbing the star was terrible. Yeah. Waluigi pinball board. That would be awesome. But yeah, that's another complaint I have about Super Mario Party. Obviously, I mentioned this, but the item selection was so poor. It was so drab. The items were so basic. Like, in my opinion, Mario Parties 5, 6, 7, and 8 had the best items. Like, hands down, the best items. Most unique. Followed by, obviously, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, DS. And I think there's another one I was thinking of. But nevertheless, I think items really make the board, especially when, I mean, this could just be a me thing since I grew up with the GameCube Mario parties, but being able to place your spaces on the board and, like, cause people to strategize, like, for example, right, something my friends would do when we played Mario Party when I was younger. Let's say we were playing EGAD's Garage, right? A corner that would always get littered with item spaces was these 3 spaces here. Like, these 3 spaces would always have, I hope you guys can see where my mouse is pointing, but at the bottom left-hand corner here, it would always be littered with character spaces. Why? Because the item shop is here. So, you had to strategize. Would I rather go this way, get the item, but risk having to land on one of these spaces? Or would I rather go this way, and just, like, continue this way and just get the item here? So, there's more strategizing, in my personal opinion, when you put the items on the spaces. But instead of selling that game, I think they should just study the old boards. Fair enough. I'm very disappointed in Mario Party. They had so many great boards in the series, yet they used to get little to no material from all the series. What do you mean by that, Mustard? Mustard. I said mustard. I meant mustached. Sorry about that. What's your favorite Mario Party game? 6. 6 always will be my favorite. Like, there are certain games and franchises where it's like they could interchange. Like WarioWare. Like, sometimes I'm torn between WarioWare for the GameCube and then WarioWare Twisted for the Game Boy Advance. Like, I'll interchange those two. But with Mario Party, it will always be 6. It'll always be 6. Nothing will ever change that. Unless they somehow make a really, really, really good Mario Party game again. I don't see myself changing from 6. My top 5 are Mario Parties 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Not in that order, obviously, but those are my top 5. The last 2 N64 ones, and then the last 3 GameCube ones. Those are my favorite Mario Party games. Mustard, I have no idea. Sorry about that. They only have to do Barry minutes while they're driving to the hospital. Exactly. Like, to me, like, Mario Party 9 and 10, like I said, with the boards, they were uninspired boards. They were grass theme, lava theme, ghost house theme, underwater tropical theme. It was very uninspired. Sorry, just burped and chicken carbonated. Anyways, but here, it's like there's more going on. There's more happening spaces. There's more going on the board. There's more to look at. There's more that makes you go like, wow, there's a lot going on this board. And then you look at this board, and there's not much going on here. There's like 3 different happening events that happened on this board. The boulder, the treasure chest opening thing, and switching the womps around. That's really it. That's all I think there is. There's nothing else. I mean, yeah, there's this, but that's an item store. Lakitu's over here, who basically replaced Boo. There's another store here. And another one here. So it's like, and you have the bad luck spaces, sure, and the lucky spaces, but the lucky spaces aren't even that great. Like, sometimes the lucky spaces are, oh, get 5 coins. Thanks. And, like, when there's the last 5 turns, and some spaces, like, and the spaces are worth 6 coins, that's a bloody useless thing to get. In fact, you're losing out. You're losing out on a coin. Mario Party 8's pretty good. Definitely not like, obviously, not my top 5, but definitely a really good one. The last really good one. Did DS come out before that or after that? If DS came after that, then DS is kind of the last one, actually. You think they could probably come eventually? Surely not a sequel to the latest one? Yeah. We'll see. My point. Alright, well, name at least 5 things they used from the older games. Wait, what do you mean from that? What do you mean by that? When do you think? I'm trying to. Oh! I'm very disappointed in Mario Party. For the series at all from the series. I didn't know what you meant by that. I thought you meant like from previous Mario Party games. I didn't know that you meant like Mario games. I get what you mean now. When do you think Super Mario Party 2 will come out? I want to say late 2020. I think it'd be weird if they don't release anything Mario Party related in 2020. I mean, there was a decent gap between 9 and 10, but 9 and 10 didn't offer anything. But then again, there was Island Tour in between that as well. So I don't know. Like, Mario Party is so weird. There was a Mario Party in 2015, a Mario Party in 2000. Hold on. We had Mario Party 10 in 2015, Mario Party Star Rush in 2016, Top 100 in 2017, Super Mario Party in 2018. So this is the first year in a while that we haven't gotten a Mario Party. So I think next year makes sense to get another Mario Party. But is it going to be another one like this, where there's like lacking of content, the boards are small and generic, gritty, grid-based? Like I was mentioning earlier, like it just feels like you're playing like an actual just like board game. Whereas you look at something like this, they're actually part of the garage. You're actually like interacting with the environment. And here it's just a square in the environment. The only thing that you can actually interact with in the environment itself is the boulder that comes through. That's literally it. Here you have all of Egad's inventions, his machines, his fam that blows coins out of you, the teleporters you can interact with. There's so much you can interact with in these boards. But maybe it's a lost cause. Let's bring Hudson back and MQ stuff. I think, didn't Hudson Soft close down? Like, isn't that why they had to change hands with Mario Party? Because Hudson Soft closed down? Or am I mixing that up? Ouch. Maybe next year, but I'm hoping for Mario Kart 9. I think with Mario Kart Tour just releasing, I don't think they're going to do a Mario Kart 9 just yet. I think they're going to wait on that. I think the franchises are kind of separated. Both should be in development. Yeah, I don't know who develops Mario Kart, actually. But obviously, ND Cube does Mario Party, so. Doing homework right now? Nice. I feel like a jerk when I play a minigame where you hit Monty Mole is Money Mole. Yeah. Yeah, but the kind of conflicting titles to release on the same time. Then again, Nintendo released Super Mario Maker 2 5 months after the Super Mario Bros. U port. Well, I'm sorry, they could not have sold many new Super Mario Bros. U games after Mario Maker 2 dropped. Like, that was just an asshole thing for them to do. Sorry for my language, but literally, they were like, oh, we won't tell you about Super Mario Maker 2 until after we drop new Super Mario Bros. U. So you have to pay $60 for that remake, or for the port of a Wii U game. Then you find out about the game that basically eliminates all need for that game. Nintendo was very dirty there. Nintendo definitely played us dirty there. Call of Duty Mobile just came out today. The only Call of Duty game I would play on my phone is they have this cool. It's been out for a long, long time, but there's like a zombies app, like Call of Duty Zombies. I actually really like Call of Duty Zombies, so that was actually pretty cool. Let's see. So they're really different, so I don't see them as competition. I do. Even though they're so different, it's that Mario Kart sells amazing. Mario Party, not so much. Mario Party, it doesn't sell bad. I mean, it usually sells over 1 million units, but Mario Kart can sell lots more than 1 million units. I think Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is the second best-selling Switch game, or actually, I think number one. It's either number one or number two at like 15 million, and that's a port of a Mario Kart game. That's a port. You know? That's why I don't think they're going to release Mario Kart 9 for a little while. Mario Kart 8 is still doing pretty well for itself. Still doing pretty well. I think Mario Kart 9 would come out in 2021. Super Mario Party 2 would come out in 2020. That's what I'm thinking. So yeah, I get what you're saying there, Portugal, but because because Mario Kart usually does sell really well, it would definitely overshadow Mario Party. But that also depends on when of the year it's released. If you release Mario Kart in like May and then Mario Party in June, yeah, you're definitely causing some issues there. But if you release Mario Kart in November and Mario Party in March, less of an issue. But I don't see them doing that. And they sell better Switches with long-lasting batteries. This is the same price. Yeah, especially the fact that they didn't address the drift issue, apparently, with the joysticks. I know that's made people mad. Try getting into Animal Crossing, perhaps doing some video journals, maybe. Animal Crossing's just... I don't have the time to really sit and devote to a game like Animal Crossing. But, maybe. I mean, there probably wouldn't be many episodes or many videos on it. Because it probably wouldn't even do that well, to be completely honest. But, if they port any more Wii U games, what would you want? Is an acceptable answer none? I mean, at this point, we've been with the Switch for 2.5 years. I mean, if they're going to do any ports or bring older games to the Switch, I think they should move on from Wii U. I think they should make more HD remakes of games. They did it with Link's Awakening, but that's a Game Boy game. I mean something bigger than that. Like, completely redo Mario Sunshine from the ground up. Asking for Luigi's Mansion is wishful thinking at this point. So let's say Mario Sunshine. Remake that game. Bring it. I think if they're going to port or do even just porting GameCube games at this point, and even N64 games, like touch up the N64 games a bit. But yeah, there's definitely a need for some representation of GameCube and N64 because most of the people who are with this online service, they want GameCube and N64. I don't hear people. I mean, Super Nintendo got some attention, but after a while, NES games they just died out. But I don't think they're gonna do any more things for NES games. I don't think so. What you do with your hair? It looks different. I didn't do anything. It's just my hair. If Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is a port and has 17 million sales, imagine how Mario Kart 9 would sell. At least give us more DLC for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Well, exactly. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, they want to milk that as much as they can. It's very popular. It's still selling. They want to milk that as much as they can before they move on to a new Mario Kart game. Tough question. Did Nintendo go downhill more with Mario Party or Paper Mario? Paper Mario, without a doubt. At least with Mario Party, you know, as much as I like to rant about Super Mario Party, at least they addressed some of the issues. Like, at least it's kind of traditional now. Paper Mario, they just screwed up entirely. So, I think the next Paper Mario game, the last one was on the Wii U, you know, which is a system that did not sell well. You know, whatever. No one really played that. No one really cares about it. Whatever. Then the 3DS is excusable. You know, so Super Paper Mario was really the last one. It definitely wasn't loved, but it was definitely way more appreciated than the previous two Paper Mario games. And I'm not counting Mario and Luigi Paper Jam in this, by the way. So, I think the next Paper Mario game, they have to make it good. They have to. Because Nintendo Switch is obviously very popular. Nintendo fans are clamoring for a Paper Mario game to return to its roots. And if they don't do that, kind of screwed. They really are. Fair enough. I think both can release in the same year if they release far away from each other. Do you think Paper Mario should be playable Mario Party? I would love him. like I said earlier, I'm not a fan of duplicates, like especially in Mario Kart. Like what Mario Kart Tour, even you have like three different duplicates of Mario, so it's like it's completely stupid. Um, so they were a little nervous. They're checking the brightness side. Yeah, me too. I'm doing it as well. Do you think that Stanley the Bugman? I don't know who that is. Why are they supposed to show Super Mario Party at Gamescom? It said something on an article, but I honestly have no clue at this point. Um, Color Smash wasn't bad. I heard it wasn't horrible, but it definitely wasn't great. Like, the writing was good, but the structure of it wasn't. Like, they kind of brought back the writing to how it traditionally was, and that was good. But apparently, what brought it down in the end were the lack of having a really good structure. It felt very linear, and there weren't any unique characters like there were in previous entries. Which I completely understand. Like it's once you're once you have a series that has unique and interesting characters, and you completely take that away, that's where a lot of complaints are coming in. That was the problem with Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. They took away a lot of those aspects that those unique character ghosts and all that. So it's just a matter of completely changing the formula when like completely changing the formula of something that didn't really need to be changed. There are definitely things they could fix and address. Same with Mario Party. I mean, of course. I'm not saying the Mario Party series is perfect, but they definitely didn't need to do such a drastic measure like they did in 9 and 10. I mean, I know some people like it, but a majority don't. Actually, though, I never really cared for the unique characters of Paper Mario. A lot of people usually do, and I'm trying to speak for the majority here. Like, at least now. Because tomorrow, I actually have a video going out of about Luigi's Mansion versus Dark Moon, but it's in terms of objectively thinking about it, not just my own personal opinion. It's more so the broader scope of the games. So you guys probably like that video, actually. Open world Paper Mario, make Mario good again, as my American friends would say. Um, Alright, so they have Mario, Dry Bones, Mario in a Tuxedo, Peachette. Yeah, if they don't have Luigi, the twin brother of Mario, or Rosalina, I have to leave. It's alright, Portugal. Thanks for joining in. But yeah, there were a lot of, what are they called? Like duplicate characters that were in Mario Kart Tour. And they're going to be releasing more characters as we go. But I just think it would have been a lot better if they released the main characters first and then the fun ones, like to keep the game going. And I guess I get it. Like Luigi, I guess is a quote unquote fun character, but I don't know. New tours, yeah, they're going to be introducing the characters later in a future update. But speaking of which, Mario Kart Tour. I want to know if I'm caught up on races and all that. Probably switch to this view for a little while. Green Mario, you mean? Let's see. By the way, guys, if you wanna, like it says right here, oh, you can't see it my mouse anymore. But like it says there, if you want, maybe we'll get Goops in Mario Kart. If you want to check out my social media stuff, I have Twitter, Instagram. If you want to check those out and follow those, the links are in the description. Because I'm trying to post a little bit more on them, particularly Twitter. I'm going to try and figure out something to do with Instagram, try to post there more. But Twitter is definitely the one I use more. Let's see. Merch, if you want to buy my shirt. Where is it? It's really, really cool. make sure to buy it. It's it's a really good shirt. It's very comfortable too, actually. Patreon is down in the description, but do not feel obligated to donate to that. If you want to donate one time, there's obviously the super chats. And there was something else I was saying. Oh, Discord. Discord's also in the description down below too. So if you want to join the Discord server, where we talk a lot about games, mostly Luigi's Mansion, but nevertheless, we still talk about a lot of different video game topics in the Discord server. So make sure to join that. All of that information is in the link or in the description down below. When I say that, I mean that the Comic Goes in Dimension 3 is going to be the tallest we've ever had. I mean, you mean the Comic Goes in general? Yeah, I can agree with that. I think some of the Ghosts in Dark Moon were pretty tall too. Like what was the big one called? He was pretty tall. And the Hiders, even though they were kind of bent up, if you stretch them out, they'd be pretty tall. Common Ghost and Brightness Slider. I really hope we have more Common Ghosts. I think we're gonna. I'm kind of tempted to look at. I know this is a Mario Party chat. And I'm going off topic for the Mario Party, but maybe I'll change the title or something. Should I change the title? Should we move topics to Luigi's Mansion? Because I know it's probably what a lot of you guys want to talk about. Especially the Ghost cards over Gold Ghosts or Greenies. Yeah, I can see that. I think they should have actually some of the portrait ghosts, because obviously Morty is very, friendly to Luigi. So if Morty became in Mario Kart or something, I think one of those ghosts would be pretty cool. Personally, that's my own personal opinion, but yeah, I think I'm gonna change this stream to Luigi's Mansion live stream. So let's change the title, shall we? God, it's hot in here. I'm gonna turn on my fan. But you guys will. I'll aim it this way. Let me know if you can hear the fan, because I just gotta cool off. Where like we did the Fortune Teleported Ghost. I'm fine if he doesn't. I'm fine if he doesn't get captured. Like maybe the owner. Yeah, fair. But I think Morty, since he's probably not going to get captured. Ooh, I'm at 1499. I'm nearly at 1,500 subscribers, you guys. But how come it hasn't alerted me of people subscribing? If you are new here, let me know. News, update info. Mario Kart Tour is here. Oh, this is stuff I already knew about. Okay. Menu. New in the shop. Yeah, there's nothing special in the shop today. Yeah, I'm at 1,500 subscribers, you guys. That's crazy. Any new name the character ghosts? I don't know. I've been trying to place a name on the DJ, because I'm trying to think of like a very disco 80s name for the DJ. I don't know. I'm just really trying to think of like that, because that's the ghost that interests me the most at this point that we don't know much about. Is her, and I want to figure out what her name could be. Does your I mean, you can cut the sleeves off to make it a muscle shirt. I didn't see your comment because I had it was hidden automatically. Yeah, wow. I must have hit 1.5. Okay. That's awesome. I'm already halfway from 1,000 to 2,000. That took me like 3 years to do back in the day. One side because one I hung a cactus to name is Diana Ross. DJ Shocker, that'd be pretty cool. Do you think you'll love Luigi's Mansion 3? I know I'll like it. Don't know if I'll love it. But I know I'll at least like it. And that's the important thing. Even if it doesn't beat the original, for me, as long as I like it, I'll be fine. Her name should be Izzy. Alright, guess we're switching to Luigi's Mansion Chalk. So let me change. I'm interested personally in seeing more of the portrait ghosts too. Like, I really want to see what a lot of them look like and all that. DJ Spooks. It'd be cool if comic ghosts change colors. That'd be cool. It definitely them changing colors definitely shouldn't affect the variety and the amount of ghosts that there are. Like, there should be, like, in my opinion, at least 7 or 8 different common ghosts, and maybe each of them has like different color variants. That'd be cool. Remember when you were so little? And I'm going to change the thumbnail, of course, to thumbnail. Oh, something. Well, they actually updated today. Excuse me, I think it was today. The Luigi's Mansion website to make Mario green. Wow, we already have 5. Yeah, I know we have 5. I just think I just think we need more. Do the others, and let's do the beach DJ floor. What beach floor? There's no beach floor unless you mean the pirate themed floor. The pirate floor, yeah. And this one, yeah, exactly. Sorry, maybe more spooky. That'd be cool. Yeah, I like most of the areas. Hold on, let me change this. 1 second, guys. I'm updating my stream details. The beach floor. Spell iCup. No, not spelling it. Well, what do you mean? We weren't talking about Mario Party. We were talking about Luigi the whole time. They updated the website of Luigi's Mansion. Let me change to this. They updated the website. So now it says at the bottom here, because originally the DLC information was only on the Japanese website, they added that. I noticed that this morning. Either this morning or late last night. But they didn't, because it still says, where is it? Here. It still says full site coming soon. So I don't know, I mean, I'd presume they're probably going to, I would hope that they launch the actual website soon. Game comes out in less than a month, which is crazy. Spell ZakPak, ZakPak. There you go. But yeah, I kind of wish they would tell us, I just have this feeling there's going to be some sort of limited edition to the game, but they're not showing anything, and we're less than a month away. So I don't know. But yeah, I'm definitely much happier with how this game looks over Dark Moon. Like there's some like to me, I don't like the look of this pile. Like I think it looks very low. Like it's not very detailed. You stupid. God, zoom in. There we go. Like it doesn't look very detailed. Whoa, wait. But I mean, other than those like little things, those are all just minor things. Like oh my god, the spider webs look so good, like so much better. Like Dark Moon, I'm sorry, the spider webs that they had in Dark Moon were absolutely pathetic. Oh shoot, let's pull up chat on my phone. Yeah. Okay. How would you feel if time travel was in this game? Maybe King Boo tells us the past, trying to recapture past Luigi, so current Luigi has to go back to the original mansion. Wishful thinking, yeah, definitely wishful thinking. I mean, they could, since like Egad knows how to time travel and all that. But I don't think they're gonna. I'm just hoping there's more to this game than meets the eye. And what I mean by that is it seems simple, right? I mean the premise of the game seems very simple. To work your way from the bottom of the tower to the top, defeat King Boo. I really hope that there's more to it than that. And that's what I want them to keep a secret actually. Um I want them to keep those elements a secret. Like portrait ghosts, you can tell me about them. Boos and how the virtual boo works, go ahead. But if there are like really cool surprise elements, like the return of the original Luigi's Mansion or an unlockable thing where you could play in the original mansion, or something like that, or the return of the original game's common ghosts, that's the kind of stuff that I would love to keep as a surprise. That's the kind of thing I don't really want to hear. Hey there, Shitmania Gaming. What do you think of the atmosphere when you played it? It was really hard to get immersed into the atmosphere when I played it, because I was at Nintendo New York. For those of you who do not know, I have played a demo of Luigi's Mansion 3, so I actually have played it. I love being able to say that so much. But no, I played it at Nintendo New York, in their store up on the second floor, where like if you watch like the live Nintendo New York, the direct reactions where they all look at that big screen, like is in that area. It was really hard to get immersed into the game because there were lots of people around me. There's a lot of noise. It's not like I had headphones to where I was immersed in the game. I was with a friend who actually also played the game. Funny enough, he never played Luigi's Mansion until the demo, which is really, really funny. But it was really hard to get immersed in the atmosphere because of the fact that that there's so many people around, and there was a time limit. Like I had a 15-minute time limit with the game, so I was basically I didn't have time to really explore, and not to mention the guy who was like, because like every single kiosk has someone who's like telling you how to play and everything. Which can you guys imagine that? Like I'm like obviously one of like at this point, like Luigi's Mansion, everyone knows me for Luigi's Mansion. So to go to New York City and have someone explain, okay, so this is how you use the vacuum, this is how you use the strobe bulb, it got a little obnoxious. it got really obnoxious really quickly. So I couldn't really get immersed in that atmosphere. And the stream is now about Luigi's Mansion. Yeah, it changed. I just wrapped up the Mario Party discussion, so now I'm talking about Luigi's Mansion. He knows how to time travel. Yeah, Mario and Luigi Partners in Time, he did it. In Luigi's Mansion remake, he did it. Egad's very interesting because his Dark Red Sleek has revealed his own dialogue. That's true. And do you think they'll add in more common ghosts where you see in the blue ones? I mean, all the demos are cut from the actual floors. They did add the gold skinny ones, don't know their names, the hider ones. They added them into the Nintendo Minute footage. Like they're in the room that I played in that room and where I fought all blue ghosts. Now they have the orange skinny ones in there. So they are changing things. I just don't know how much. Because it was still mostly the blue ones. Just now there were a couple of the orange ones, and there are those mini ghosts. So it, I'm not sure what they're really going to do there. Also, they had a lot of fans for Odyssey. Learn of this game. They could. They could definitely do that. I pre-ordered the game, and I can't wait to play it. It is a bit bright. I agree. I only played 2. I mean, if 2 is your only experience, that's the thing with Luigi's Mansion. That since I not only played the first one first, but played it for what? I first played it in 2007. So 2007, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So almost 7 years. I love this game and I grew up with it. And then I get this next game, which is completely different. Not at all structured the same. No portrait ghosts. The game isn't really spooky. The ghosts are all goofy and weird. There's a mission structure. The bosses aren't great. So that's why I have such a negative view set on this game. Because of that. What are the controls so far? It's very much like how you'd expect. It was very much like Dark Moon. I think they changed the dark light button. Like I think on the 3DS it was X, or it was like the button on the right, but it was the top button. I think, from what I'm remembering. Strobe is A, but apparently it's also right bumper. That's something that made me mad about the game. When you use the bumper, you can also use the second thumbstick to look around while you're using the strobe bulb. Well, when you're holding the A button, you can't because your thumb's on the A button. You can't hit the A button and use the stick at the same time. So the fact that the game didn't tell me that I could use the right bumper, it felt like Dark Moon controls because I would charge up the strobe bulb and then the ghost would move and I'd have to release the strobe bulb and turn around and try to do it again. So it did feel very much like Dark Moon, though if I knew that the right bumper also used the strobe bulb so that you could, move while you're charging, that might have made some difference because I nearly died. Actually, no, I think I did die playing King McFright's boss battle because of the fact that I just could not aim at him because he moved so fast, and there's like a lot of fine maneuvers that he had to do that the controls just didn't allow me to do. That bright. I don't think the gestures be that bright. His eyes don't bother me. For things like the burst, shot, or Luigi. Okay. Oh, you mean like that, the new moves. Burst, I didn't use that much actually. I don't even think I used it at all. Besides the demo, it's just both right. It's just both bumpers at the same time. I didn't use that much, so I can't speak to that one much. The suction shot, I also didn't use that much. I just used it in the room that really required it. How do I describe it? It very much felt like in Dark Moon, where you would like vacuum up some, or think of it like kind of a mixture of like when Luigi, in the first Luigi's Mansion, he sucks up the meteor thing and shoots it at the moon. It's kind of like that in the way that you maneuver it. Like you move it around and you aim it. But unlike that game, well, actually, it kind of is as well. But like Dark Moon, if you aim something at it, it shoots right at it and like causes something to happen. That's what the suction shot does. So you hold both bumpers, you look around, and it auto locks. There's an auto lock target, and it will shoot, and you just pull the string and it breaks the object. It's pretty useful. And the slam is actually really satisfying. You capture a ghost. You have to this is where it actually does kind of feel like Luigi's Mansion 1 a bit. It's not, you have to I think Dark Moon had it, so where it's like the longer that you have the ghost in the vacuum, the more the meter goes up. It's not like that. You can have the ghost in your vacuum as much as you want, but you have to actually work against the ghost. That's what charges up your slam meter. Because if you notice in some of the footage, the meter won't fill up right away. It won't fill up right away. It could stay stagnant until Luigi starts really pulling against the ghost. That's what makes it feel like a little more like the original. And then when you slam it, it's really satisfying because not only does it help drain the health of the ghost faster, but if you feel like you're going to be attacked by other ghosts, you can use the ghost to help fend yourself off a bit better. So the slam function is actually really cool. So does it count if I played the 3DS remake of Luigi's Mansion? Yeah, that counts. 3DS remake's pretty good. Yes, it is Dr. Virtual. Hi, how are ya? Bad thing about start sucking with ZR. Yeah, I think, do I have, yeah. Like, I think it's not bad if you just do this. Like, you do that and then move right back. Just move back, because you don't have to, like, do that. You can just do that. It's a lot quicker, it's a lot more efficient, a lot better. Let's see. Hopefully, return the portrait goes into paintings, and I hope we have an end game reward like the original based on the treasure we find. I don't think they're going to be portraits. I think it's going to be like Dark Moon, where they're going to be in a vault, which I'm personally okay with. I think it'd be cool if, like, let's say they are in a vault. Right? I think the one weakness with Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon's vault, because I actually did like the vault, the fact that you got to see, like, the 3D models of the ghosts, you can really look at them. But I think it'd be really, really cool if you could interact with them. So let's say you capture King McFright, let's say, and he's in the tank, and you can look at him. You look at his whole 3D model. You can rotate him. You know, just you can look at him. But it'd be really, really cool if you can interact with him. If you could taunt him or give him stuff to interact with. I think that'd be really, really cool in the tank. That's what I'm worried about. The plunger is worrying me. You die in the boss fight, so what, the plunger is bad. Wait, auto locks? Yeah, it auto locks. At least from what I experienced of it. Because, like, there'll be, like, a little green reticle. Though, the thing is, it is pretty picky. Because there's a moment in the treehouse footage from E3 where they were having trouble with it. The plunger seems to be the most finicky thing. I think we'll see the ghost with insanely high health counts in this game. Oh, yeah, I mean, in the first area alone, I mean, even in the main foyer, Luigi fought a ghost with 15 health. That's, pretty small, but, like, literally just a few floors up, they have 100 now. Common ghosts have 100. Portrait ghosts, I think Dr. Potter had 300 or 250. I think the vault is a good idea, but King Boo does capture the mushroom lats into paintings. True, but he also did in Dark Moon. He did the same exact thing in Dark Moon. So I don't think that's gonna be how that is. So where is it? It is here. So let me. Oh, I'm already here. Never mind. I didn't realize I was already on the screen. Okay. So here. So we see. Oh, maybe it doesn't auto lock. I could have sworn that it did. Okay, come on, load faster. Floor ghosts? Maybe. I don't know. I'm just gonna call them. I always call them portrait ghosts. I think maybe on certain things it can auto lock, but on certain things it can't. But this is an issue they had here. It had to land right on this circle in a very specific spot for it to work, and they obviously failed this multiple times. Why is this having such a hard time? Wow, why is this really having such a hard time? But you see that it took them. Is my speed normal? Yeah, everything's fine. Maybe let me lower the quality a bit to 720. Maybe that'll make life easier. So you can see Luigi's having trouble here because it won't. It has to land. Yes, yeah. See it auto locked there. Didn't you see that? Hold on. See, it snaps. So when that pops up, it's auto locked. So since Luigi the first plunger didn't land on the auto lock, it didn't open the gate. That's why he can't this. It has to land in that auto lock spot. So it's really weird how it seems to be done. Neither one character goes for a 4-2. I can agree to that. They definitely. Oh, they don't need. Okay, It'd be nice for them to have more than one. Then bringing back the character ghosts, especially if there's like there seems to be 17 main floors and then possibly the 2 basement ones. So let's say 19 floors in general. If there's one portrait ghost on each floor, that's pretty good. But that's not as many as the original. So, I mean, I would think that they would want to have more than the original, given that this game is longer, the mansion is bigger. Like, I think they would want more, right? I mean, let's say this game lasts, like, I mean, it's probably at least three times as long, and there's gonna be less portrait ghosts. I mean, I really hope there's more. And by that, I mean more than one in each floor. I'll be fine. Like, I won't complain too much if there's only one on each floor, but I would definitely prefer there to be more than one on each floor. Yo, what if you can see the ghost from Luigi Mansion 2 in the vault? Or you have the yellow ghost hanging out with the hider and yeah, they interact with each other. Yeah, like maybe put some of the ghosts with each other, like different kinds of ghosts, and even if they come back from past games, yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Will you be playing co-op or solo? Solo. I mean, I don't have anyone that really play this game with me, so I'd definitely be playing it solo. I mean, I'd play Scarescape with you guys, but I probably wouldn't play Scream Park either because that's a local multiplayer only mode. That's not online. So I don't really have many people that would play Scream Park with me. So I'll probably just be playing the story mode for the single player experience story mode. That'll be my single player experience, and then the Scarescape will be my multiplayer experience. EGAD has the original Ghost in Storage, so we should at least see them in the tank. I think that would be really cool if there's just like an archive of all the ghosts from all the Luigi's Mansion games, 1, 2, and 3. That'd be really, really cool. Should be an unfinished floor like construction. That'd be interesting. When I was watching gameplay, it looked more like a mission trying to get to the end of the boss. Exploration backtracking through floors and secrets. There is apparently going to be backtracking. I'm pretty certain they confirmed backtracking. The exploration doesn't really show off in a lot of the demos. Like the movie demo, the plant floor demo, none of that's really there. There's a lot of explorable areas in Qumu Fright's floor though, like a lot of them. So that's really cool, but I do agree that it does seem mission-based in the fact that it's just like one floor is a mission, then you go back to the elevator, and then you proceed to the next one, and it's just like very linear in that aspect. So I get what you're saying, but I think it just kind of mixes the two in a weird way. But then again, we haven't really seen this game's flow. All we know is that the elevators take us to the floor, we clear the floor, we move on to the next one. We don't really know exactly how it flows yet, because every time we see the game, we just see the levels. We don't see any of the in-between stuff. So, for all I know, there could be a segment where, let's say Luigi clears this floor, and he goes onto the elevator to go to floor, this is floor 8, I think, so to floor 9, and the elevator could fall, like the power could go out, and the elevator could fall down to the first floor, and there's a big issue on the first floor that you need to go back through and, do something down there. I mean, that's definitely something they could do. That's definitely something possible. Kind of like how Dark Moon had the paranormal chaos missions, those hidden unlockable missions. Could be something like that in past areas. Like, ghosts are really acting up on the Castle McFright floor. You have to go back down there and handle the situation down there, capture those ghosts, and restore kind of at least a little bit of order, something like that. Did you see Toy Story 4? I have not. Well, at the end of Dark Moon, EGAD released all the ghosts. True. But he could have some of them stored. I mean, we saw in the EGAD research journal. In the EGAD research journal, we saw that he had one of the blue hiders kind of like stored away. I Accidental Discovery. I'm presuming it's in that chapter. Do you think the game will heat up your Switch? What do you mean by that? Like, overheat it? I don't think so. Yeah, see, like, he still has ghosts, like, captured and held and stuff. So obviously he keeps ghosts in containment for, like, experimental purposes. Do you have any ideas for portrait ghosts on floors that don't have them yet? What floors are there? There's the theater floor, or like the music hall floor. I still think it's either going to be a conductor or a singer, or both. Could be. What other floors are there we don't know about yet? In terms of there's the Tomb Suite floor. That could be a sphinx. It's like a giant cat like thing, sphinx, or like a god of some sort, or I was about to say a mummy, but I really hope not. What other floor? There's the mezzanine floor, maybe a chef, something like that. Have you pre-ordered Luigi's Mansion 3? I have. I literally just pre-ordered it last week. I think I did, actually. Sorry, typo. What are Luigi's made out of? I saw sparks when you were capturing a ghost. That's just video game science. That when shoes react with friction, it causes fire. Mark Owens says, "Oh, I haven't seen your name before. Welcome to the chat. Are you getting Ghostbusters Remastered on Friday?" No. I mean, I'll get it eventually, but not at launch. I can't afford it right now. Have you microwaved your Switch? It charges fast. Haha. 30 more days until Luigi Mansion 3. Yes. Luigi Mansion 3. Why? Because Luigi's Mansion 3, obviously I'm going to spend the money on it. So I'm trying to debate on what I want to do for when the game comes out. So obviously I'm going to get it on launch day. And I might live stream it. I'm definitely going to do a Zach plays of it, but I might live stream the first part. You guys will probably end up playing the first part of the game before I get to live stream it. So, what do you guys want me to do? Because I really want to play the game for the channel for obvious reasons. Would you prefer that I live stream it the day it comes out, or the night it comes out? I definitely live stream it at night, because I want, in case you guys don't want to be spoiled, I want to make sure that you guys get your chance to play a little bit of the game, so that you don't, so that you're not being, so there aren't too many spoilers. So as I said, would you rather me do a live stream, or would you rather me just record a bunch of Zach plays and not have one out until the Saturday? So the game would come out on Thursday. So either I live stream on the Thursday, or I put up a Zach plays on the Saturday. Because I'm not live streaming on the Saturday, because I am not waiting until Saturday to play Luigi's Mansion 3. So, you didn't miss much, Spidey Kid. What games are you playing at the moment? Not much, honestly. I've been playing a little bit of Smash Brothers, because Banjo came out recently. I was looking at my phone for whatever reason. Because Banjo came out recently. I was playing Man of Medan a lot, which I know none of you guys care about. I tried to play Splatoon the other day, but for some reason, like, the servers were down, so I couldn't play online multiplayer the one time I put in Splatoon 2 to play it again, which really sucks. I haven't switched yet, but I'm saving up for it. Yeah, with Luigi's Mansion 3, it's probably going to be worth it. Or you can just get a Switch Lite. But if you want to play on the TV, then yeah, Switch is probably the better option. And you can get the better Switch now. It has better battery life. It performs better, so, you know. Might have looked out by waiting. Don't expect me to go trick-or-treating. So huzzah. When it comes out, I ain't watching any gameplay because I want to come in totally surprised. Record. See crazy about for Dark Moon. I'll watch the first match before playing the game. So what would you guys prefer? I want to vote in the comment. Actually, no, screw it. Actually, I'm probably gonna do something in the community tab. Never mind. Forget I say anything. I'll do it in the community tab. So make sure to keep an eye out on my community tab. In fact, I'll actually do that right now. Let me switch back to this view. Okay. BRB. All right, mustache. But what other Nintendo game am I crazy about? I love Mario Party. That's the game we were talking about earlier that like no one really wanted to come to. See Mario Party, WarioWare, the Mario sports games. I mean, Splatoon's fun. Yeah. I'm too old for trick-or-treating, so I'm gonna have my room changed. Don't come and find me. Okay. I wish there was a way for like, cause I'm putting a poll up for the Luigi's Mansion 3 matter, and I wish there was a way to upload a picture and put a poll, but I can only put up a poll. So, because I want to be able to catch you guys' eyes, but I'm playing Luigi's Mansion 3. Every day is Halloween here when you have kangaroos roaming the streets looking at a box. Oh, you're from Australia. Ooh. I think you mentioned that actually before. Okay, so I put up the poll now. So if you want to go and vote on that, you can quickly hop over to the community tab and put your vote in the poll below the post. So make sure to go look at that. What if at the top of Scapers, a combination of all the ghosts from the game, and you just got ambushed? That'd be pretty cool. They said there's a special surprise waiting at the top, so I mean, maybe there's something up there. And also, if you vote on the poll, if you want to put in the comments below the poll why you want me to do what you want me to do. just so I have a clear picture of what people want me to do. Because, like, if it's pretty split, like, if it's, like, let's say 50-50 for live stream and recorded Zach Plays, I'm probably going to live stream it because you're pleasing both audiences at that point. Live streaming, the people who want to watch a live stream will watch and, interact with you as you play. And you'll have the archive up for those who don't want to see it right away, who will want to wait until they get past a certain part of the game. So, so it's definitely, I might just end up live streaming it, but that also depends on how the internet wants to be. And that also depends on how my computer setup wants to be. Where's the poll? It's on my community feed. So if you go to my channel, like, do I have, no. Okay, so here is my channel here. See, here's the channel here. There's the home screen where there's all the information stuff. If you go over to the community tab, there is a poll right here. So it seems like 2 people want me to live stream it already. So yeah, so check out the community tab. I post on here quite a bit actually. So if you want to keep up with me, and always check my community tab, because there's definitely a lot of useful information there if you want if you want to do that. Oh, you went from all 3 games. Oh, that'd be really interesting. Hey there, Mikomania. It's your mind. I'm gonna go with live stream. I have to wait till school's out on Halloween to play. Same here. So y'all want me to just live stream it? And if you aren't gonna watch the live stream, you could just come. You could watch it when you feel comfortable. When you're, because obviously, like, the live stream, I'm not gonna play the whole game on the live stream. God no, that would take forever. So what I'm going to do is, it's going to be a Zach Play series regardless. It's just a matter of if part 1 is going to be a live stream or if it's going to be an actual video. That's the, Am I the only one who doesn't really like Nintendo Online? I just don't know I'm doing a whole video on that coming out Friday. So stay tuned for that video. It is pretty garbage. It is indeed pretty garbage. It's pretty garbo. Yeah, but like I said, I'm doing a whole video about that on Friday because, yeah. Where do you have it pre-ordered? I have it pre-ordered on Amazon. To me, Amazon's the best place, for me at least, to get my games pre-ordered because, like, it arrives the day that it comes out. Excuse me. And I have Prime, so it's free shipping. So yeah. Hey Zach, do you know Erwin from Grim Adventures of Billy? Wow, I haven't watched that show in a while, but I don't really remember. Well, now I'm interested in that video. What, the Nintendo Switch Online video I mentioned? Yeah, that should be a really, really interesting video. Yeah, something I've been noticing is I'm really upset about how poor my video quality is nowadays. So I apologize if you guys came, like, when my video quality was a bit better. Because obviously the Mario Kart Tour video was very rough in terms of how it looked. It sounded okay, but it looked pretty rough, at least in my personal opinion. So, I apologize about that. I just, can't do anything about it at the moment. So I just want to apologize about that. And should I do face cam on the stream, or should I not do face cam on the stream? I'd definitely be streaming with Elgato, and I know that Elgato has given me issues with Facecam in the past, where it'll give me the Facecam for the first half of the stream, and then it won't for the second half. So, like when I live streamed the original Luigi's Mansion, the Facecam for some reason just stopped after the blackout. So, Erwin, yeah, I have no clue. We have Morty, now we need Rick. Maybe Rick's going to be the chef in the mezzanine hall, or Rick the bellhop. I don't know. I really hope that the bellhop is named Arthur, because that's what I named the bellhop in my Portrait Ghost video. The new Portrait Ghost video. Whole footage plus what you look like. Okay. Let's just see your reaction along with the gameplay. Yeah, that's the issue. So many people are like, face cam, yes. People want face cam, people don't. What I might do is I might make my face cam really small and find a non-obtrusive place to put it. We'll have to see. We'll have to see how that goes out. Did you change the Mario Party theme to Luigi's Mansion? Yes, I did, because there wasn't much. I got to the point where there wasn't much more to talk about with Mario Party, so I just had to move on to Luigi's Mansion. We spent a good hour and a half on Mario Party though, so it was a decent chat. What's my favorite thing about Luigi's Mansion 3? Definitely the Portugal so far. Most of them look promising. The only one I don't personally like is the shark, but that's only because it looks like a clone of the ice boss, where like he created a face into the ship that it looks like you have to fight. That's the only one that I'm not personally into. Um, so yeah, to me the Portrait Ghosts are definitely, to me, the strongest point so far. I need to get a haircut so badly. I need to see if there's a barbershop in town or something. Could your opinion change on the Shark Ghost? Yes, it actually really could. The Shark Ghost actually could be a really cool boss fight. For me, they have to change how the fight goes down. Now, like I said, I think it would just be cool if it was like Jaws, where like you're on the ship and the shark is attacking the ship. So what you have to do is you have to use the suction shot on, like, let's say barrels or the seats and the tables that are on the because it's a restaurant, and you use the slam to or use the suction shot and slam the robot, or the robot. Sorry, I think it's SpongeBob. Slam the ghost with the objects, and after a few hits, his health will be exposed. I think that's just more clever. It really feels like you're battling a shark ghost, the ghost of a shark. Like that, to me, like that's what I think of when I think of, I'm going to be fighting a shark ghost. What's this ghost going to be about? Well, the shark's going to be attacking the ship, and you got to defend the ship. That's what I think the most logical solution is to that boss. But do you know if there's going to be a snow floor? I hope not. Only because, like, the reason I don't want things like snow floors and the Tomb Sweets floor is because they're generic themes: desert, snow, grass. At least the garden floor kind of has the thing where it's like it's the hotel. It's just like a lot of overgrown plants and everything in it. It's a little more passable, but you're literally fighting in a desert in Tomb Sweets, where it's literally just a desert. It doesn't even feel like you're in a mansion at that point. It literally just feels like you're in the desert. So I really don't want there to be a snow floor. I think if there's going to be more floors, I want them to be more unique. Like the disco floor, that was a really cool theme. I like that theme. Even the plant floor to some extent is relatively unique, with the fact that it's literally just like the hotel. It's the hotel, but it's overgrown. It's like, it really feels abandoned. It's actually a really cool theme. So stuff like that would be really, really cool. That's the kind of thing I want. Oh, you asked, do I know if there's going to be a snow floor? I don't know that. I thought you said, do I want one? The ice boss. I failed so many times with the ice shield. The regenerated the bomb machine. Yeah, that was... The ice boss is easily my least favorite boss in any game of all time. I hate that boss. You guys are entitled to think how you do, but I hate it. Floors could be weird from the outside. The first floor is just like lobby. I just think it takes you out of the immersion that you're in a giant tower when it looks like you're in the actual desert. Like, like I said, the disco floor, whatever, it kind of structures itself, like really well. The movie production floor does. It seems like an actual building, like it actually kind of fits into the motif that you're in a tower. But to me, the desert doesn't do that, at least from what we've seen. They definitely could change that, but I don't know. There are certain floors, for me, the theme I've noticed is that I'm not a huge fan of the attraction floors, because there's the hotel floors, amenities, and attraction floors. Hotel floors are obviously the hotel, or obviously the hotel. The plant floor I think can classify as one. I want to say to some extent the movie studio, but I think that's also kind of an attraction floor. But attraction floors are like the pirate floor, the Tomb Sweets floor. Those ones are a little more not my style. And the amenities floor is obviously the mezzanine hall. And I think the music hall is probably going to be an amenity as well. So I like those floors. Just the attraction floors aren't doing it for me that much, but I can look past it. Hey Doggo God, it doesn't matter if you are good or bad at the ice ball. It's still a poor design boss battle. I agree with poor motion controls in my personal opinion. Aiming was really awkward. And the fact that it just didn't feel like Luigi's Mansion at that point, where you're like, it's like a first person shooter kind of thing, it just didn't fit the mood. It was really off. Even compared to the other boss battles. Like, I think the boss battles in Luigi's Mansion 2 are mediocre as a whole, but those other ones look great compared to that one. My personal opinion. I love the generic themes. It's kind of necessary for me. The Tomb Suites is one of my favorite themes. To me, it's just like, I mean, it's one thing that the floors are a little bit more haunted. Like, if the theme, I mean, obviously, like I said, we haven't really seen that much, so it could change. But the haunted theme of the floor, okay, whatever. But I just wish they had more unique ideas rather than just desert, grass, snow, lava, repeating every single Mario game. When you play New Super Mario Brothers, right? I think it was you with the really cool art style level. It's like Van Gogh. I think it's you. Everyone's like, "Wow, that level is so cool because it's unique. It's a unique level. Rather than it's different than the same grass, water, lava, snow, haunted house. It's different than the generic BS. So to me, I think more uniquely themed floors make the game more unique as a whole. I mean, of course, you can have the Tomb Suites as like a one-off floor, or like a snowy themed floor is a one-off floor. But like having a lot of the floors be based on that. Now, granted, this game doesn't have a lot of that. I'm just saying that those are the floors I'm not personally a fan of. So that's what I was trying to get at. Just 30 more days. I can't wait. Same. I can't wait. First floor, the hotel looks awesome. Movie theater and castle look amazing. Plant floor doesn't look cool. It seems iffy. Disco floor. That's the only floor that I don't care that it's light because it's kind of the theme of the floor. It's neon lights. It's like a nightclub. I don't care that there's light on it. Like, I don't care. Like, it should be bright. But it should be bright because of the neon lights, not because of the environmental lights. Like, like I said, Luigi in that one shot, it looked like he was more so affected by exterior forces when it comes to light because his skin tone, his hat, his gloves didn't reflect the colors of the lights being, like shown in the trailer. So that's kind of what I mean by, that, like, but I do like, what was the question even about? I completely, about this completely being iffy. Yeah, I think that it's all a matter of taste, actually. It's completely all a matter of taste. Do you have to play co-op with only Joy-Cons? I want to say no. I really hope that's not the case because every time they advertise it, they say, "Oh, take off a Joy-Con, play with a friend." Every single time they advertise it, but I'm really hoping that that's not the case. I really hope that you can actually play the game with friends, with a Pro Controller, because Super Mario Party. I'm sorry, I have decent sized hands. Sorry, you're looking at my sweaty pits. Look at that. That's sweat. Yum. Like, look at this. Like, this is not comfortable for me. Like, look how big my hand is compared to the controller. Like, this is not comfortable. And I'm playing Luigi's Mansion with this? Are you kidding me? Like, how? How could you play Luigi's Mansion with this? Remember when I said Luigi's Mansion was a game designed with two thumbsticks in mind? This has half of the controls of a 3DS almost. Like, I don't. How can you play Luigi's Mansion like this? How? Like, I don't get it. I'm done with my homework. I can wait same. I don't know how much longer I can hang on to watch with the stream. I mean, if you have to go to bed or something, that's completely fine. I understand. My guess is that you can use whatever controller setup. Well, I hope so. Luigi looks out of place on the dance floor. That's what I'm saying. Like, he looks so out of place because he doesn't reflect his environment. The colors aren't like reflecting off of him like they should. Like, if you go into a nightclub, right? Well, when I was in England, I went to a bar that was like there was a lot of red lights, like red bulbs and everything. So the whole bar was like red, colored red, and those colors reflected off of my clothing, off of my skin. I looked red. So that's what I'm saying. He should blend more with his environment. And that's where the lighting comes in. Said it 100 times. I'll say it again. The brightness for me is going very far down, and I get it. I recommend you. Oh, trust me, you can trust me, I'm doing that. The desert seems kind of creative for me. Like how it's based off of Egypt specifically. Yeah, that's what I'll give this game credit for. Is that it's specifically designed around Egypt. Um, but for me, I'm just not a huge fan. Like, I mean, it's still the desert at the end of the day. Like, I feel like if they wanted to create, like, do something around an ancient civilization, they could have done other things. But, you know, it's cool. It's okay. Especially because in Dark Moon, they did have kind of a desert area, a desert theme in that game. They're kind of rehashing that idea, bringing back the mummies. So it's like, nothing really, it's not new. I don't know. You always make eye contact with the camera because that's how you're taught to film. Because you gotta make or not film in general, like films, but I mean with live streaming and videos, engaging with audience. The main point is that you have eye contact with the viewers with the camera. That's kind of the point of it. Let's see. The 31st is a school day, so I'm gonna be in torture. Oh yeah, it's a Thursday. What's my class schedule on Thursday? I have class from 11:40 to 2:30. So, I mean, it probably wouldn't get in the mail until after that anyway. So, because like I said, I ordered it on Amazon, so it comes whenever the mail gets here. What are those dancing ghosts? Are they new ghosts or common blue ones? Not a clue. Would you like Egad to be the villain? I would love. I hope so. I mean, or I don't. Hold on, wait. Backtrack. What I mean by that is I hope that they give Luigi or Egad some sort of bigger role in the game, bigger purpose, rather than just being in the lab whenever you need him. Have him engage with the actual story more, because he didn't do that much in either of the original two games. Have him engage more in the story. That would be really, really cool. Common blue ghosts. I don't think it was confirmed what those ghosts were on the dance floor. I'm impressed with Luigi's Mansion 2 when Luigi's Mansion 3, his expression was blank when Luigi's Mansion 3 actually looking strong. Yeah, the animations in Luigi's Mansion 3 look amazing. Like, absolutely amazing. Like, Next Level Games deserves top credit for, like, the animations that they've done to Luigi. To some extent, the ghosts, it looks good. I didn't play Dark Moon, so Tomb Sweets be a fresh experience for me. Maybe that's why I like it. Maybe. But yeah, like I said, in Dark Moon, there was a big emphasis around the desert floor, or the desert theme. So maybe that's why I'm not like, because nothing, it's like, it's like the dance floor, disco floor, that's new, that's unique. The pirate one, it's kind of unique, like it wasn't in Luigi's Mansion before. So yeah, maybe that's why. Excuse me. Zach, you ever stutter? Yeah, I stutter a lot. Off topic, college looks cool. Different to here, we just go to uni. Well, your guys' uni is our college, I'm presuming, right? Because that's how it is in England. Like England, you start at uni when you're 18, and it at least seems like college here, where you go for a degree based on what you want to do in life. Like for me, I'm going for teaching. So that's. And if you want to bet when I'm a teacher that I'm going to have some math questions based on Luigi's Mansion, you're going to be completely right. There's one frame where you can see the blue ghost face peeking out of their costumes. Send that to me on the Discord because I didn't see that. If it is, then blue ghost. Couldn't expect it any less. Space floor. I think there is actually going to be a space themed floor. There's actually a part of the mansion that looks like that. How do you think the game will change if Nintendo made it? That's the thing. Nintendo, I honestly don't know. I really don't. Just because of how unpredictable they are nowadays. Next, be a teacher. Yes, I am. Yeah, a lot of you guys are overwhelmingly saying to live stream Luigi's Mansion 3. So that's what I'll do. I'll live stream it. I'll have to do a test on another Switch game So maybe I'll live stream Smash Brothers for a bit. Not nowhere near now. I'm really like midterms are coming up, so I can't do anything now. But sometime down the road, I might do a Smash Brothers live stream. So if you guys want to join on that, definitely make sure to join in. Do you know if there's anything more to do? Okay, hold on. Wait, hold on 1 second before I get to that question. Oh, my back. Well, dang, it is the blue ghosts. That's relatively unfortunate. Wish they were unique, but what can you do? Do you know if there's anything more to do in the movie tour after defeating the boss of the city? I'm not sure about after defeating that boss, but let me show you the... Hold on, what's some other questions? So remember in Luigi Mansion 2, there were 3 hiders, and one hider smacks another hider with a pillow, and then that's the third one. The 2 goes bouncing on the bed. What are we, 2-year-olds? Yeah, it's a bummer. If Nintendo made Mario's Mansion. So yeah, let me switch to this view. So here we are. We're back here again. So I think that the Godzilla boss fight is truly the last thing you do, because obviously you get the elevator button. God, I love Morty so much. Like I love this character. You can watch the film you made with Morty, exactly, hence why, again, you're not going to capture him, but Morty gives Luigi the elevator button, so that's the very end of the floor. But, let's go back. What do you think with the final boss, King Boo, most likely will the theme be like? What do you mean the theme? Like the music, or just like the overall tone? Was Bowser in Luigi's Mansion 2? Also in Luigi's Mansion 1. I never got why Bowser was there and lost his head. No one really knows. But Bowser was not in Luigi's Mansion 2. It's a nice phone tech to be ashamed if something happened to it. LOL. If you're going to be a teacher, what grade and subjects you teach? I'm looking at late elementary school, so like 3rd, 4th, 5th grade. I hope the original Ghosts from the original Mansion return, but just in a different color. I think if the original Ghosts do return, they probably would be the same colors as they were before. Let's see. I know there's a part where they have the map. And not that one that we saw up here. I really hope there's more to this floor than just this. So yeah, there's this room, there's that room. And of course we have, let's go, was it on the, was there anything here? So one horror set, okay, so let's see here. Yeah, it really does just look like that's the main floor, isn't it? Because this is the entrance. We see him go through here. This is the hallway with all the Easter eggs. This is the room with the desk that Luigi can go into the thing and get coins out of. There's the screen over here that teleports you back here. And you go through this door. This is where Morty is. So then you have the 4 rooms that you explore, and then there's the final boss of that floor. Huh. I really hope there's more to this floor than just this. King Boo has gotta have his trademark weakness for sure, spike balls. So do you like kids? They're cool areas. Check the hallway area. Never mind, you got it? Yeah. The floor theme, like the disco floor and medieval. Wait, what was your original thing? Oh, the theme. Oh, I think it would be just like just like I think it might be a mansion actually, because King Boo doesn't really have a theme unless it's like, but the castle theme was already used with King McFright, so it wouldn't be a castle because King Boo, whatever. Yeah, I think it would just be like a like just a real haunted castle kind of thing. I think that makes sense for him because I don't know what else he would really give him. There's one ghost that is in Luigi's Mansion 3 they haven't shown off in the gameplay. But it looks like the purple puncher ghost. Original Luigi's Mansion. Which ghost was that? What trailer was that shown in? Um, are you talking about the one that with the two tongues that I talked about before? It was probably just in the demo since Castle McFright's floor had way more than in the E3 demo. Yeah, I mean that could be the case that this is just a demo build of the game. Like they built this specifically for the demo, the show for them to show off. Um, but yeah, it's very possible that this is like just placeholder for now. Like that, this could just not be what we even do in the final game. Like in the final game, this could not be what we do. Morty could be the portrait ghost, but I mean, this could be completely different for all we know. This is kind of sad. I really like the movie floor, but yeah, like I said, we'll see. Hopefully, there's more to it. Now something I actually saw a YouTube video, where they talked about like it was what channel was it? The video released this week. Was it this one? No. This one, I think. So, for those of you who haven't seen this video, I mean, it's from a legitimate channel. They have 117,000 subscribers. They said something in this video. I mean, obviously I'm wearing my headphones, so I'm going to see if I can turn subtitles on. Yep. Okay, so let's go here. Randomly generated. Okay, so this is talking about Scraper. So here's one of the things I was so curious about. And like I said, this is a legitimate gaming news channel. 117,000 subscribers. So, you can't have a Mario-based video game without coin collecting. As a staple of the Juggernaut franchise, it's no surprise that next-level games implemented some of that gold coinage to its latest Luigi's Mansion title. In Luigi's Mansion 3, Luigi will encounter a myriad of coins scattered throughout the hotel, whether obtained easily through secret areas or via Luigi-centric puzzles. These coins can certainly help with the protagonist during his quest to save Mario and Co. Using these coins, Luigi can purchase unique items like the Golden Bone, which is a once per level item that allows his ghost dog Polterpup to revive him. Whether during difficult rooms or boss fights, this item will come in handy. And that means it will definitely be beneficial to those who seek out coins. Additionally, players can use their currency to unlock hints for the collectible gem locations. Greed isn't often good, but it will certainly benefit Luigi for this excursion. That's information we haven't heard before. So it's I don't know what to say because this isn't information that they've publicly said. At least I don't think it is. So now we know the purpose of collecting the treasure in Luigi's Mansion 3. It is to buy things like golden bones, hints to gem locations. Let's see. Hold on a second. Wow, I missed a lot. What if Casper's in Luigi Mansion 3? That'd be funny. Yes, the slammer looking ghost is called a hammer. Do you mind if I roast you real quick? Go for it. What role do you think the bathrooms will have? Peeing and pooping. What role do you think? Oh, I already asked that. I already read that. You see its name in the greenhouse floor. Do you think alternate attack Zach, the one that sends it to the ground from high up? Yes, I have. I got the links in Awakening. It's awesome. That's awesome, Gamer Letter. I haven't seen you before, so welcome to the channel if you're new. Oh yeah, it's confirmed in an interview. Okay, I didn't know that. I didn't know that was confirmed. I didn't hear that before. Huh. Off topic, but I saw Scott the Walls Union Medical Tri-C. Yeah, I've watched Scott. I'm sub to him. He's pretty cool. Wonder how rich Luigi is. He has a mansion, so pretty rich. What about an archer ghost and a zipline ghost? It depends on the themes of the floors. If they have like a mountain themed floor where it's like you're up in the mountains, which I kind of wouldn't like that theme, to be quite honest. But then again, anything's possible. You sound like Sid from the movie Ice Age. I mean, not much of a roast there, but okay. I meant, what do you think to do in the bathrooms? Pee and poop. Kidding. Probably depends on the the room. Like some of them you capture ghosts probably. Some of them probably have a unique puzzle to them. It just depends on which room it is and which level it's on. Yeah, uh, it's very possible to where like it's just like capturing. Excuse me. Like like we saw in the Gamescom footage, I think it was, where Luigi had to capture the hammer ghost and the sneaky ghost. So I don't know. Anything's possible. Anything's possible. Yeah, it seems like most of you want me to live stream it. So I will definitely live stream it. But like I said, I really hope it works out. And I'll try to add face cam. I'll try to make it non-intrusive to the gameplay so you guys can see everything on screen. What I might do is maybe like let's say like here. Because the map will be here, treasure's here, health is here. So what I'll do is I'll probably either put it in this lower right-hand corner and it'll be pretty small, or I'll put it under the health. Like it'd probably be where Luigi's health is, because I will be using Luigi, but I won't be using him much. With Luigi, I'll probably only use him when I need him, or when there's like puzzles like this that can use him. Like I'm not gonna have him out any other time. So I might just put my face cam footage down here. Oops, yeah, down here somewhere. I'm not talking about real bathrooms. Then what do you mean? I know. It was a joke. Luigi's scared of toilets. Would you like some sort of night at the museum floor? A museum theme floor would be interesting. Like where it's a like bunch of old exhibits and everything. I mean, they kind of covered that in Dark Moon, but if they did new themes, it'd be pretty cool. Like a space museum, like that'd be really cool. Like if that space area was a space museum, where like there's a bunch of space stuff and the portrait ghost on that floor was an alien or like a spaceman astronaut. That'd be really really cool. And you fought in like one of the exhibits. Like there's a moon exhibit, which again I know there was that in Dark Moon, and there was even a boss fight on a moon in Dark Moon. But you know, this is a bit off topic, but can we see your search history? No. We just gotta clean the toilets. I would, for example, like to know what is in the grades of bathrooms and if dark light does anything in the mirror. Interesting. Why can't the streams be so? Because when I'm streaming, when I'm gonna stream Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon 3, I'm not gonna be using OBS. This is me using OBS. I would have to use the Elgato software, and let me open that up for you guys right now. Elgato. The software is not very intuitive. There's not much I can really do when it comes to it. Just wait for it to load. There we go. Move this for now. So, you basically have very basic, you have a face cam thing. I've tried to, like, alter things, but, like, you can't, the game footage always has to take up the whole screen. You can't, like, adjust where the game footage is. So, the game footage has to take up the whole screen, and your face cam goes somewhere on it, or you can have overlays, which I probably wouldn't do overlays. If anything, I would probably have something, like, up here that says, like, comment, subscribe, or something cheesy like that, but I'll probably keep it simplistic and just have face cam. At least for part 1. Because obviously part 1 I'm live streaming. Part 2, I'm gonna have to record using OBS using Elgato because I don't know because I had my problem with Man of Medan. So I might have that problem again, and I don't want that problem. So, I don't know. It's gonna be a wait and see kind of thing. Let me install the update. Switch back here. But yeah. I don't know what I'm going to do. Have you tried animation? Not formal animation. I've done like paper animation, but like not like cartoon animation or 3D animation. Just not my area of expertise. The new Black Ops mobile game came out today. Yeah, I heard. Was it you that said it, or was it someone else that said it? By the way, guys, I got to plug in here. I've always got to plug this in because like no one's buying them. Come on, you got to admit the shirt's kind of cool. Navy blue, black, green. You can get them in all colors. Well, those 3 colors. I really love this shirt. It's fun. What, the Black Ops mobile game? I'm just not into Call of Duty much. Like, I think the last one I had was Advanced Warfare. Like, that's the newest one I have. Okay, it looks sick. Glad you guys like it. Where's his mustache? Well, I changed it. Well, because like, probably copyright purposes. But also, it's, I don't know if you noticed, but the Z, or the L, has been replaced with a Z, because it's supposed to kind of be me. And, I don't have a mustache, so I decided to just take off the mustache from Luigi. Do you have Chase? No. I thought you were doing a Mario Party stream. I changed it because you missed the first part of it. I did Mario Party for about an hour and a half, and no one was really like talking. Like we kind of started to change subjects, and I was like, "Screw it, I'll do Luigi's Mansion now." So if you want to watch the Mario Party stream, if you like when this stream ends, or probably even while you're watching this, if you go all the way back to the beginning and watch the first hour and a half, that is all Mario Party. So if you want a good Mario Party stream to listen to while you're in bed or whatever, you have a whole hour and a half of just Mario Party. And then the past, I want to say, hour or so, a little more than an hour, has been Luigi's Mansion 3. So, purple or pink? Purple. I like purple. Purple's a cool color. Let's talk about cartoon crushes. So yeah, if any of you guys aren't subscribed, like I said, make sure to subscribe. Because I see quite a few new names here today. So if you like what you see, if you like me, not many people do, but if you do, the chandelier in the lobby will most likely fall on Louis Huntington in the first game based on the E3 demo booth. Are you talking about the original game, the beta thing with the chandelier falling? Do you mean that? That was a Space World 2000 thing, though, wasn't it? That wasn't E3. That was Space World, right? Or am I off on that? EGAD followed Luigi to the hotel, or he was invited. I don't think he was invited because his face isn't up there with Mario, Luigi, Peach, and Toad. But then again, there were 3 Toads, and only one of them had a picture up. So I don't know. I just don't think EGAD. I think what happens is that Luigi somehow calls EGAD or something, and EGAD goes there by car, hence why his car is there, and he has some sort of mobile, portable lab, that like hooks onto the back of his car that he tugs along to this hotel, and he stays in the basement. That's what I personally think. No, just like in the first game, on the foyer. Oh, that's what you mean. Oh, okay. I thought you meant like in the beta trailer where like, the whole thing tumbled down, and I don't even know I'm pulling this. Where the whole thing tumbled down and like completely broke apart. That's what I thought you were talking about. Sorry about that. EGAD was in Ouija's bag. Just pulls him out. I mean, Boulder Pup fit in there, so maybe he's like Newt Scamander and has like a bunch of weird oddities in there. Okay, I'm gonna head out. Bye there, Manny Gaming. Right? Manny Gaming? Yeah, there you go. Oh. Any other questions about Luigi's Mansion 3 you guys have? Because chat's kind of dead. Have you pre-ordered Luigi's Mansion 3, Zach? I'm thinking Maybe ask my mom to pre-order for me. I don't know. She'd be willing to, but it's worth a try. Um, I think I pre-ordered Luigi's Mansion 3 last week, and I mean, if you can get it pre-ordered, then yeah, I mean, it looks great. I mean, that's where there's actually Edster Gaming says, "Do you think it's a bad game?" No, not by any means. I feel like people mistake my complaining about aspects of Luigi's Mansion 3 as me saying I don't like how it's turning out. There are aspects that I don't like the game's natural brightness settings and the shark portrait ghost and the lack of variety in the comic ghost from what we've seen, at least. But that's why I'm making those complaints. So that when that change does come, I can say, oh, okay, they addressed that. Okay, cool. Moving on. Like that's why I'm making these complaints, because I'm excited for this game. Like, I am absolutely ecstatic for this game. I cannot wait to play it. I'm going to be live streaming it day one. But there are a bunch of little things that I think they need to fix. And that's what I talk about. Because I'm so excited for this game. And I'm so passionate about it. Hence why I'm covering it. So much. I would love to see the chandelier shadow like in Luigi Mansion 1. I mean, a sense of a hole and a bit tense. Could be. Especially during like a blackout sequence. Oh my god, yes. Love that. I'm getting on the eShop. I can't do digital media. I have to get my game physically, unless it's exclusively digital, which would suck. Physical all the way. What was your reaction? How was your reaction as a kid when you saw Luigi Mansion Dark Moon? It was excitement. It was legitimate excitement. I actually have videos on this channel. They might be privated, but they're still there. I can make them unprivate from before Dark Moon came out, and my original coverage of that game before that game came out. Like, I was excited for that game. I was pretty excited for that game. Like, I don't remember what my main complaints were. I think I had some concerns, but like, I was excited for that game. So, I agree. It is too bright. Everything in the game is great. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It looks great. Like I said, small things they can fix, but overall the game looks great. I'm happy with it. Same here. Yeah, because you've only played about what is about 0.50% of the game. Yeah, but it's not really 0.05%. The boss, first of all, I complained about a boss. That's a little more than 0.05 or 0.5%. But also the atmosphere takes up a lot more than you would think, for an original Luigi's Mansion fan, because that's the thing. People are like, oh, you're such a fanboy of the original game. Well, that's Next Level Games' fault. Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon was so different, they created two different audiences, so now they have to please two different audiences. So they have to please me, as well as you guys who prefer Dark Moon. They have to prefer both, or they have to favor both. So that's where Next Level Games kind of screwed themselves. I prefer the darker tone, and if they don't give me that, it's going to be something I complain about, because that's Luigi's Mansion to me. They're the ones that changed that. They're the ones that screwed that up. My eyes. Only reason that my mom is that it comes out literally 2 weeks later. But I mean, it'd be nice to have something to do on Halloween since I'm too old to trick or treat. Yeah. I haven't trick or treated in years. I'd say close to 10 at this point. Okay, no, maybe not that long. Well, actually, probably not far off, actually. Probably 8, at least. I'm excited for this game. Yeah, I figured. I'm excited for this game, too. Did you know that Skyscraper has events like lights going off or losing your poltergust? Source on that? I want to see. I don't care what Next Level Games throws to me, because Luigi Mansion is going to be fun unless it's actual trash. Never happened for Dark Moon, and here comes the haters. I mean, that's the thing. Like, everyone has their preferences. You probably prefer Dark Moon because that's the one you played first or played more. I played Luigi's Mansion 1 first, and I played that for 7 years before the sequel came out. So, for me, it was like, I grew up 7 years with this game, and then the sequel is coming out. I'm like, oh, great, it's going to be a great follow-up, but they completely changed everything that was, from the first game and the second game. They completely changed everything. So it was like, it didn't even feel like Luigi's Mansion to me. So to me, it didn't even feel like a real sequel. Halfway into the video, if you could find a timestamp for me, Miko, that would be amazing. I would love to see if you could. I would love to hear that if you could find that timestamp. And I hope that's not too much to ask. I hope that's not like me like barking orders at you or anything, but I want to hear that, But I don't have the time to like look at the chat, navigate through YouTube. I don't have that time, so please do that for me. Please and thank you. I was going to Luigi Mansion 2 seemed too easy. Am I correct on that? Thank you, Miko. I don't think it was too easy. It definitely had its hard moments. It definitely had its moments where it left you scratching your head. Wow, that's my hair. Oh God, I need to get a cut. But yeah, I don't think it was too easy. I just think, to me, besides the mission structure, besides the obvious stuff, right? The mission structure's obvious, Besides that, to me, the main problems with the game were the goofy ghosts, the fact that they completely changed the atmosphere in the game in general for being kind of spooky-ish, an actual Halloween title, and they made it more lighthearted and fun for a spooky game, So that's one thing. And the actual missions, some of them. Like, for example, there's a mission in the first mansion where the whole mission revolved around sucking up spiderwebs. They had too many padding missions, sucking up spiderwebs, collecting pieces of the grind or the gear thingy in the wall, or the pinwheel on the windmill, or like the third mansion I think had something. The fourth mansion had like the chains on the door. So there's always a mission where like you were ready to advance, but then something would happen that would cause you to backtrack. Like, backtracking on its own is cool when you're exploring. Like, for example, the first game did the Luigi Mansion Dark Moon style thing once, where it prevented you from moving forward until you went back. And that was the blackout. But here's the thing. The blackout prevented the awesome aspect of the blackout. Like, the freaking blackout, where every single room was dark. Every single room had ghosts in it. You had to battle every single... Well, you didn't have to battle. You could run through it. But you know what I mean? Whereas there were so many repeat-style missions. Cleaning up the spider webs. Get X amount of items, then bring it back to EGAD, and then finally be able to progress. So it's basically a whole mission of no progression whatsoever, And then, then we have Polterpup missions, where Polterpup comes and steals keys and everything. So to me, it's, where are you? Are you in the closet? No, it's just how my room is set up, because I'm in a dorm. I have a roommate. It's a college dorm, so literally it's just like a bedroom, and like there's the main door here. He has his half of the room. I have my half. My closet's here. This is my desk, and then behind my desk is my bed. It's really weirdly set up, but it's a college dorm. You can't expect much more. Luigi's Mansion 4 should have a really big mansion. All the Ghost Mansion 1 through 3 are the new ones. I can agree with that. Next Level Games basically confirmed that Luigi's Mansion 4 was going to happen. Like, they basically confirmed that. That was E3 time. I just don't remember when. I want to say it was in one of their Treehouse events. 537? Is it part 1 or part 2? It's probably part 2. Yeah, part 2. Let me look. Treehouse. Did you message Zach? Which one? Where you said you pre-ordered Pokemon Sword and Shield and Trick or Treating? Yeah, I read that. I don't think I missed anything though. Can you do a cover of the Jimmy Nutrition? Jimmy Nutrition? I'll give that a 10 out of 10. Okay, so wait, what's the timestamp? 5:37. Okay, 5:37. Let me go a little bit before that. So let me start at 5:30. I'll turn on... Oh, are there no captions? Alright, I guess it's no captions. So let me quickly just listen to this. So at 5:37.
The map item right off the bat. So I knew exactly which ghosts were in which room.
We were exploring.
Were there any keys on that floor? I don't think there were. No, there were no locked doors. It's random. There's even floor events, like sometimes the lights go out, or sometimes you lose your poltergeist and have to find it again.
Oh, okay. So you were right. Yeah, I don't remember that. No, the one above? I must have missed that one. Where you asked if I pre-ordered Luigi's Mansion 3? And you said that your mom might pre-order it for you? I did address that, I believe. The one you just sent? I didn't get anything. I don't see anything. It's right above the why you in the closet question. Yeah, I don't see it. The one before that is Micomania's comment, at least to me. So resend that question because I didn't see it. Didn't they say there was a Wii U version? Yeah, they originally started development on the Wii U. That's where the slam function was developed, and I believe the burst or the sunken shot. It was one of them. I don't think it was both. I know the slam was, but one of the other ones as well. So yeah, this game originally started as a Wii U title. Probably why it looked like crap at first. But yeah. Oh, ooh, that felt good. Oh god. Um, where it didn't show up on your end. Yeah, it was weird. It's probably not. I hope that they would release another Luigi's Mansion for the Switch, but we'll have to wait and see on that. I think they're going to give Luigi's Mansion a rest for now, and I think they'd probably work on another title. My guess would be another Mario Strikers game because that one's been very highly demanded. But missing game's been so it probably will be long. Yeah, I think it's been rumored that the game's been in development since Metroid Prime Federation Force came out, and that was back in 2015 or 2016. So it's been in development for a little while. Basically, I was saying that I asked my mom, and she said she will after she pays rent. Oh, cool. But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, so both ghost steps. Yeah, that's something I've said about this game. Is that um, with the original Luigi's Mansion, and I even think to the extent Dark Moon actually had this as well. You usually fight multiple ghost types in one room at the same time, rather than one type of ghost there and then another type. Um, they did do that sometimes in Luigi's Mansion 1 and I think 2, where they have like one kind of ghost type and then they have another. But I think that's mostly like when they're introducing one, right? So like in the second room of the whole mansion where you fight ghosts, the what's it? The first one's the parlor. The second one is the I forget what the name of the second room is. The one with the vases in the back. But you fight an orange ghost and then a pink ghost, right? So it's layered. But then again, you fight the orange and the pink ghost together. So you have to strategize, because I think the pink ghost is a little bit faster. The pink ghost hurts more. So you have to figure out how to maneuver. That's the kind of thing that it's very strategic, at least in my eyes, fighting the ghosts. Any strategy of fighting multiple ghosts at once is lost. I agree. Do you watch Familia Man? I have no clue what that is. It's what type that is. And my mom really is awesome. 3 games on pre-order. Luigi Mansion 3, Pokemon Sword and Shield, or Sword and Animal Crossing New Horizons. Plus, yeah, free games for Christmas. Lucky. My parents actually said they're actually not going to get me games anymore for Christmas. I'm on my own for games. So, but I do have a couple games pre-ordered. I have Luigi's Mansion 3 pre-ordered, obviously. I have Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated pre-ordered. That's actually it at the moment, because at the moment I just can't afford to just keep buying games. I can't at the moment. So at the moment I'm just like that's why I'm really trying to make my YouTube channel become something so I can make a little bit of money so I can afford to pre-order games. Because I kind of want to try out Pokemon Sword and Shield, but I just don't want to spend $60 on a game that I'm not sure if I'm going to fully invest my time to, if I'm not going to fully like. So, you know. Exactly. The game is teaching you with multiple ghosts at once without you even realizing it. It's related in the game when they're able to the amount of ghosts fought in the ghost types is great. Yeah, like being able to I mean the room there were some rooms where fighting multiple ghost types at once can be hectic. Like for example, right in the projection room after you fight Slim Bank Shot, if because obviously you have to turn on the projector and then they're the invisible ghosts, you can only see their shadow. If you had like three of them and then you had a couple blue twirlers in there as well, that'd be way too much. Like no, like no. Like I'm actually playing a uh, a hack or a ROM hack or whatever of a game of Luigi's Mansion that Happy Face King made, which is Luigi's Other Mansion, which basically he completely restructured Luigi's Mansion, the original game, and it's way harder. Like way harder. Like I still haven't beaten it. I've been on and off, granted. I haven't been playing it every single day religiously, but I've at least put quite a few hours into it now, and I still have not beaten it. I'm in area 3. I'm about to fight Boolossus. Like that's how far I am because it's hard. Like you get different ghost combinations, and it becomes hard. You have to really especially when you add elementals into things. And the Shy Guy ghosts, because they have the mask you have to suck off, and the ghosts that are invisible, you have to keep track of where they are. So there's a lot of strategizing when it comes to these ghosts, and it really, it really made strategizing how to tackle each ghost important, especially in Luigi's Other Mansion, the mod I was playing or the hack I was playing, where you don't get the only way that you can get health is by sealing surprises and by sucking up multiple ghosts at once. So you really had to strategize how to make things work. Let's see. Exactly. Even Dark Moon had, yeah, exactly. Even Dark Moon had that, I believe. Really, dang, bro. I hope you're good, bro. This is money. Once again, it's high money, probably. Games rather than asking for Family Guy. Yeah, I've watched Family Guy before for Christmas. Yeah, it's hard, especially as a college student, where like I had a $7,000 freaking bill I had to pay. Took out a loan for that. Oh, paying that back's not gonna be fun. What'd you have for breakfast this morning? I had bacon, French toast, and hash browns. Quite good, actually. Quite good. Even harder than Pally mentioned. Yes. Oh my god. Like, yes, it's difficult. Like, there were rooms that I was stuck in for a while. I kept dying. I had to make sure to save a lot because I would actually have a really hard time. Oh, what rooms gave me trouble? Because there were definitely specific rooms that I had trouble in. I'm actually going to be doing a review of it because Happy Face King is in my Discord server. He's the one that made me. I think I don't know if it was a solo job with him, but he's the one who mainly markets and he published and all that. And it's a really good ROM hack, really really good. And I want to make. He changed the locations of the dropped items, Mario's dropped items. Keys lead to different rooms. Like it's not everything's in sequence. Certain ghosts are now optional. Like it's a minor spoiler, but I'm pretty certain you don't have to do Melody. Melody is a completely optional portrait ghost. So he completely changed how it was structured, and it came out really cool. See ya, Doggo God. But yeah, it was really really hard. I mean, I'm still playing it, obviously. The game is called Luigi's Mansion, but it really isn't his in all games. True. I'm thankful I don't have bills to pay. Yeah, bill over the summer because like I took a semester off, so I had to pay back student loan bills for a couple months. Destroyed me. Freaking, what was it? I think it was $200 a month for student loan bills, plus my $100 phone bill, plus my $150 credit card bill. Like I just, for a job, my camp job did not pay me much. Like it was not great pay, so I barely made a dime at the end of the summer. Like it was a struggle. It was a real struggle. I like how Luigi adopts a dog. True. Polterpup is starting to work. I'm starting to like Polterpup now. I used to not like Polterpup because of how he functioned in Dark Moon as basically just another fetch quest mission, but I'm starting to like him a little more now. Online Luigi Edition 3 now since we're getting a lunch day. Yeah. Scarescraper. I definitely want to play with you guys. I definitely want to play Scarescraper. I wish there was a way So like with 8-player Scarescraper, I'm presuming like for 8-player, it's 4 different systems, but one person is Luigi and one person's Guigi. I wish there was a way to like have an 8-player thing where you just had 4 Luigis and 4 Guigis, kind of like what the Screen Park mode seems to be. And you want to know how big my hands are? Here's a traditional right Joy-Con. This is my hand wrapped around the Joy-Con. This is me playing with a Joy-Con. For people like if you have got to be an absolute madman if you're gonna try and play Luigi's Mansion 3 with this setup. I'm sorry, like no. ZakPak, hey, the SpongeBob. He's always there for you. Will you give the other online thing a chance? What other online thing? Scarescraper is the only online thing. If you're talking about Screen Park, that mode's not online. It's only local. There's no online with Screen Park. How would we join? I would have you guys. That would be the struggle, because like obviously a lot of you guys like Luigi's Mansion, and a lot of you would definitely play Scarescraper with me, and I love that. Thank you guys. But obviously I can only have 3 people at a time. So what I would probably do is I would probably have a rotation system of some kind. So for the people watching, I would like have a list. Say, okay, you, and you join now, or something. Like I'll send an invite out to you guys or something, however it works. And have 3 people play with me first. Then I'll have the next round go, and so on and so forth. And just repeat, until everyone's done or until I'm tired. But obviously, I wouldn't stop until at least everyone has at least gotten to play once. Some people might get to play more than others, like, if they go around through another rotation and I decide to stop after that rotation. My thing is just I'll make sure that everyone gets to play with me at least once. And after that point, after I get to play with everyone at least once, it's kind of a gamble as to when I'll stop or whatever. Can we see? Let's play. Can't wait to do it. Yeah, 8 players on Scarescraper is a bit disappointing. But if you make sense from a gameplay perspective, with GUI to the board, I can't even open doors. But that's what I'm saying. Like, if they made it so that like other people can play as Guigi, so like you didn't have to rely on the one system thing, because I think that's the main reason that Guigi can't open doors is because of the hardware limitation. Like I get it, they made it so that Guigi can't open doors, but I think that's mostly because of hardware limitations, right? If there wasn't the limitation of having 2 characters in different rooms or different screens at the same time, they probably would have had Luigi be able to explore the mansion. But, excuse me, I just think it would have been better if, at least for just the Scarescraper, someone on another Switch can play as just Luigi, so that you can have more players on Scarescraper. If you get what I mean. I'm trying to do it on Switch, so I gotta have a better chance. Well, I'll give everyone my friend code, like on the Switch. I think I have a decent amount of you actually. I think I have a decent amount of you on my Nintendo Switch account as friends. Yeah, it sounds like a good rotation system. Yeah, that's what I would try to do to make it fair and even. If I miss someone, then obviously let me know in the chat when I'm playing, so that I can make sure to get you in on a rotation, whatever. Let's 4, 8, 12, 16, 23. I have 23 friends on Switch, and most of those are from YouTube. So I have a decent amount. Oh, okay. I should probably give you my friend code for those of you who aren't friends with me on Switch. Look tired, Zach? I am tired. I went to sleep at 2 o'clock in the morning last night because I had a paper I had to complete. So the first 2 games, I wish that there was a mixture of the first 2 games, Ghost in the game, whether it be Scarescraper or the regular game. And so apparently there might actually be a November Nintendo Direct. I think the main reason they're doing this. I'll definitely talk. I'm definitely going to do a video talking about what Nintendo should do in 2020, but that obviously won't be until November, December. But obviously I won't make a Nintendo Direct prediction video unless there's actually a Direct, announced. Hours people play. I have actually. CC Media. Hold on a second. He's played a crap ton of what'd he play? Freaking. Yeah, he has 195 hours logged into Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. So, you know, he's definitely hardcore into Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. And Mario Odyssey has a lot of hours into too. So I'm going to send you guys my Switch friend code. There you guys go. So there's my friend code in case you want to add me on Switch. I'll accept you right away. We still don't know the January Switch game after all. True. We don't know if there's going to be... Is there a game coming out December? I mean, there might not be. There doesn't have to be. Because we had Astral Chain in August, Link's Awakening in September, Luigi's Mansion in October, Pokemon in November, so really there doesn't have to be a December game. Good night, SpongeBob. Have a good night. If you would put it like that. I don't think it would be too hard to have two randomly connected as a Luigi and a Luigi, exactly. Or to have other playable characters or do something to make it so you can have 8 players. Because obviously you can have 8 players. I mean, it works, you know. They have it. But they should be able to do it so they have 8 different systems doing it. Have you played Undertale? I have. It's a really good game. I really like it. And again, it could be because of communication limitations. If you're Luigi, you're actually limited in what you can do. It's a lot of Luigi. I mean, maybe, but I just wish they at least tried something. Or maybe they have and it just didn't work, but I don't know. It's 2019. It should be completely possible to do it. I'm actually really excited for now. I'm actually really excited now. Knowing that my most favorite Luigi Mansion 3, I am seriously freaking happy. Luigi Mansion 3 definitely looks hella fun. That looks like it'll be really the slam move is really satisfying. It really, really is. Oh, so that's it. I mean, I would hope that there's some sort of functionality with the voice chat, though. Like, I mean, presumably you could be in a voice chat with the people, right? Because even though, you know, the communication in the game itself might be hard, you should have the voice chat, right? The voice chat app. That's the whole purpose of it, so you can voice chat with people while you're playing. It's online, yeah, right, true. True. Nintendo's pretty primitive with their online. How many hours of games have I played? I played Splatoon for 10 hours or more, Mario Maker 2 for 3 hours or more, Smash Bros. Ultimate for 15 hours, Minecraft for 2, Golf Story for 5, 60 Seconds for 5, Crash for 1, Mario Tennis Aces for 3, Yoshi's Crafted World for 1 hour, oops, Mario Kart 8 for 30, Mario Party 8 for 5, Mario Odyssey for 10. I don't know what Breath of the Wild is. It only shows you recent, so I mean. But I know Breath of the Wild is my most played game on the Switch. I think it's at like 60 hours or something like that. I personally feel like the slam move makes it much easier. That's just me though. You played it, Zach, not me. Tell me your take on it. I don't think it makes the games easier because to compensate for that. Because if the health points stayed the same, like if they kept the health points like 10, 15, 20 from the original games, then it would be really, really easy. But now the Kamigos have 100 health points or more. So the slam move doesn't make it easier, but it definitely does change up the gameplay. Because it is easier in the sense that you can defend yourself easier. Like, ghosts can't swarm you while you're vacuuming up another ghost. You can slam the ghost into those ghosts and, you know, like, distract them. So, it's not easier in terms of, you know, you won't catch the ghost any quicker. You know, you're not going to have an easier time capturing the ghost. It's going to feel the same, at least from my experience. But the overall feeling of fighting the ghost might be a little bit easier. Like I said, they can't really attack you. I mean, they can if you don't slam them. But there's Nintendo Switch voice chat for Scarescraper. I was also confirmed the Treehouse for Scarescraper. Yeah. If there's no, come on, like having no voice chat for game type like Scarescraper, that would be kind of inexcusable. I mean, it's literally a game about all of you working together to clear a floor in as little time as possible. You kind of got to have voice chat when you're cooperating like that. Like, it's one thing for competitive games, but for cooperative games, you kind of need voice chat. I might end the stream soon because I've been streaming for 3.5 hours. Pretty long stream if you ask me. I never actually got into the original Luigi's Mansion. I never had the confidence that I could beat it. You know, I also thought about 3D Mario in the past, and I got on TV. Yeah, Luigi's Mansion 1 is really easy. Like, your first playthrough might take you a little while, like 7 hours, but for a game, but for your first time playing a game, 7 hours is pretty short. So, and it could even take you less time than that. Like, there are some puzzles that require a little bit of thinking, but it's not difficult in the fact that you'll die a lot. Like, the only spots I ever really died when I first played Luigi's Mansion was mostly in the last area. And now when I play, I mean, because I was a kid then too. Gotta remember, I was a kid. But now, or at least like when I was a teenager, or like, you know, when I got more used to Luigi's Mansion, I would only have trouble towards the end. Like Bowser's fight, I would sometimes lose. But yeah. Did you think that I can beat it? I mean, if you beat Luigi's Mansion 2, you'll probably be fine with Luigi's Mansion 3. Hoping that they have Attention 99 Luigi Mansion 3. That would actually be pretty dope. That would actually be pretty dope. I think they did something with Kirby, right? Kirby? Or is it Fire Emblem? It's one of those. But yeah, that'd be really, really cool if they did something with Luigi's Mansion. Ow. Oh god. If the ghosts were more aggressive, then the implementation of Slam would be necessary. The Slam does seem to make the ghost catching really easy since all they do is hover around and wait to be slammed. Yeah, I'll give you that. The ghosts aren't very aggressive. They don't come after you, really. They basically kind of wait for you. So, it's really weird. Though, it seems that there are a lot of ghosts in some of the rooms. So even if they don't actively come to attack you, it'll just make life easier. Like, just, you know, getting the ghosts out of the way and, like, you know, getting some damage off of the other ghosts. Ouch. Do you think the Hidden Mansion for Luigi's Mansion 3 is a possibility? I mean, I don't think so. Unless they, like, completely changed how things were, like, completely changed. But I don't think they would do that. I don't think there'd be there might be incentives to go back, like collecting the gems and boo capturing and all that, but I don't think it's going to be, like, a whole new perspective. Like, it's not going to be flipped or anything like that. I never played Luigi's Mansion 2. I always wanted it. I never from GameFly. I had a chance to play it since my cousin sent it back for another game before I could. Yeah, it's Luigi's Mansion 2. I mean, really, it all just depends on which you like more, like which side you like more, and which you play first. In my eyes, because people who played Luigi's Mansion 2 first don't care about the things that I care about, given that I played Luigi's Mansion 1 first and grew up with it. So, it's a tricky spot. It's a tricky situation. But yeah. Alright, guys. I am bone tired. I am exhausted. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this live stream. Hopefully you guys who were here for the Mario Party part, hopefully you guys enjoyed that. If you were here for the Luigi's Mansion part, hopefully you enjoyed that. If you're here for both, then kudos to you. But obviously this is all going to be archived on my channel, so if you missed anything, you can obviously wait for it to be archived, and you can go and watch it. I also had a blast. Yeah. Yeah, I just didn't have that same experience, having a blast with Dark Moon. I think it was fun. Like, I had fun for the first 2 mansions, but after that, I was kind of not into it that much after that. I find it odd that Nintendo just called it 3. It's just me. I don't mind the fact that there isn't a subtitle because I think they actually commented on this matter. That the whole reason that Dark Moon did have a subtitle is because like they knew that it wasn't gonna feel like a main entry in the series, hence why they're returning it to the number format. So yeah. So last minute questions before I head out because I'm tired. um, but like I said, if you're not in my Discord, make sure to like that or go join my Discord in the description down below. What else? Twitter and Instagram. I mostly use Twitter now, but if you want to follow me on there, those are also in the description. Patreon, if you want to donate, you don't have to. Link is in the description down there as well. Merch, if you want the official ZakPak T-shirt, link down in the description. What else? I guess that's really it. That's all the plugs I have. So I think I just look at if there's any last questions. Doesn't seem to be many. Yeah. I'll definitely be looking forward to playing Scarescraper with you guys. Um, there will probably be times where I play Scarescraper and like I don't like stream it. Like I might just go on Discord and be like, "Hey guys, I'm gonna be playing Scarescraper, and the first three who um, the first three people who join me get to play around Scarescraper with me, or whatever." So that's possible. So just keep that in mind. Those kind of things I've done on Discord, and that's why I'm always promoting it. So Discord, check it out. Rest up and have yourself a good one. Thank you, man. What are all the Switch games you currently own? I have a video talking about my Switch collection, so definitely go on my channel and find that out. I don't know exactly where the link is or anything, but I detail most of my Switch collection. So if you want to watch that, it's on my channel somewhere. So definitely go and watch that. Because I don't have all my games here with me, so I can't show you all of them. I don't remember them all off the top of my head. Because I have a decent amount. I think I have at least 20 something now. So, so yeah, I think I'm gonna head out. Thank you guys so much for watching. I know I'm very low energy now, bloody tired. So yeah, oh my camera's a bit high. Sorry about that. But yeah, like I said, expect a Luigi's Mansion 3 live stream Let's Play if you aren't afraid of being spoiled of the first bit of the gameplay, or if you've already played it. And if you don't want to watch the live stream, then you can actually watch it afterwards, or just go to the poll on my community feed. But it seems like an overwhelming majority, like 30 something people voted, and over 90% want me to live stream it. So I'll probably end up live streaming it. So if you don't want to watch it, don't wait till the archive goes up. So yeah. So thank you guys for watching the live stream. Tired. I'm gonna head to sleep soon. Till next time, guys. I'll see you in the next one.